But can I ask you something?
Yeah, go ahead.
When's the last time you've been this excited or happy? Or just generally hyped? I see that giggle.
Yeah, man. When you get this sort of energy, like when someone feeds you this sort of energy that you know that you can match, it's amazing.
Well, that's the thing. That's the one of the first things I realized is how much you relate and recognize
You have
the
no
current
clue.
situation.
You have no clue.
Even the man is inspired. Literally, are you not inspired about doing?
I'm way beyond inspired. I've never been this analytical about something in a long time.
Mm-hmm. I can see the charts.
He's a hate aficionado.
Okay.
He's gonna enjoy this.
Look,
connoisseur,
there's
if
a
you will.
lot on my mind that I don't even know where to start. I don't know how we're gonna move this episode, but we're gonna figure out a way and like
One by one.
We're gonna do it
one,
chronologically.
I don't want to do it chronologically. Actually, I have an idea of how I want to start this, but I need to find the clip for it. Nope, it wasn't this one. Nope, it wasn't this one.
Because as you all know, that
yes,
there are plenty for us to go through today.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know,
Listen to this.
we're about to find out.
This is 11 years ago. Hey, welcome past the cups. It's your boy Ada. What's happening? What's popping? Episode 258. I hope. I think. I'm not sure.
Hopefully.
I am no longer your boy Ada. It's your man Ada. We gonna retire the boy. There are no boys in this area.
Yes.
Only men. I got the homie Turks right behind me. That man.
May the 4th be with
I
you
got
guys.
Chance right next to me. That man. And I got number one in the back.
J. Cole, I get it.
Get a gun in your face.
Give me a push.
Nigga. People have you praying to God. Move your kids, have you hiding your mom. Beef is when you hide behind the mother niggas, but they ain't killers, they ain't pulling them triggers. Fuck niggas. People how you keying our cars. Heart broke, yours don't look like ours. Them niggas ain't dying for you.
This is important.
Context.
This is the chorus.
Them niggas ain't dying for you. Throwing that flag up, running round, you hot shit. Taking half of everything you get. Yeah, them niggas ain't dying for you. Them niggas ain't dying for you. And we know that. Contract all
Was that the
fucked up.
beginning?
I guess that means you all fucked up. You signed to one nigga, that signed to another nigga, that signed to 3 niggas. Now that's bad luck. Damn, that shit even the odds now. You better off selling this hard now. You call it living out your dreams? You can't fly without your wings. You get it. Jeremy Scott's all camouflage. You can't hide it from yourself. Career sabotage. I was really
Pusha-T, Exodus. This is, I think, around 2011, I think.
Laying groundwork, basically foundations.
Foundations. This is important because Push said a lot of things that in 2011 that still made sense today.
That are still true.
Still true.
And still relevant.
In so many ways.
And
Oh, by the way, shout out to our tons and tons of viewers. This is going to be a hip-hop episode. I'm going to just be very honest with you. So,
straight up.
Of course.
So just try to enjoy it with us as much as possible.
A lot of hip hopping going on.
Yeah, and I went back to this because I was like, hey, what's been going on from the beginning, right? And not in terms of what's happening right now with Kendrick and Drake. I just want to see
Timeline.
the timeline, you know, how it went. So when Push did this, right, Drake didn't respond, right? Everyone saw it. There was, well, okay, again, he gave us a bar or two somewhere on some track.
It slid.
But this one was the first.
But no, this one was when Pusha-T was like, you know what? I will take on this beef with Wayne, Drake, and Birdman. And he won at all of them.
Oh, okay.
This
he
is
was the
way
one-
before Adonis.
So this was in 2011 when he dropped his album. I think My Name Is My Name, or that was the name of the album. But he came
This
out.
was this wasn't on the album, by the way. This was a Lucy.
Lucy. Okay.
This was the first shot, basically.
and this was before everything popped off at a later point in time.
Yes. So go and listen to that. I was like, okay, we got some groundwork. And then what happened? There was silence, right?
For a while,
Yeah, we didn't hear anything. And
people did their thing.
yeah, everyone was just doing their own thing.
Kendrick came out with the control verse. That was but Kendrick
Yes.
doing his thing, you know, and it wasn't directed shot. It was more of a call to
Competitiveness.
yeah, exactly.
How about I find the control verse while you tell us the story about the control verse?
What happened exactly?
So the control verse came out in 2013, I think, after Kendrick dropped his first album, and he basically called out the rest of the industry, telling them that, hey, I'm taking your fans and I'm not waiting for anybody to do anything about it.
Yeah, by name.
And he lit the industry on fire by doing that, right? It was a great verse. A whole lot of people came out and responded. Everybody saw it as what it was, a competitive, claim to the throne, except for one particular individual.
Big Sean, Control.
Miscellaneous minds, never explaining the minds. Devilish grin for my alias, aliens who respond. Peddling sin, thinking maybe when you get old you realize I'm not gonna fold the demise. I don't smoke crack, motherfucker, I sell it. Bitch, everything I rap is a quarter piece to your melon. So if you have a relapse, just relax and pop in my disc. Don't you pop me no fucking pill, I'ma pop you, then give you this. Tell Flex to drop a bomb on this shit. So many bombs ring the alarm like Vietnam on this shit. So many bombs make Farrakhan think that's a dime in this bitch. One at a time I line them up and bomb on their mom when she watching the kids. I'm in a destruction mode if the gold exists. I'm impotent like the Pope, I'm a Muslim on poke. I'm Machiavelli's offspring, I'm the king of New York, king of the coast. One hand, I juggle them both. The juggernauts all in your juggler, you take me for jokes. Live in the basement, church pews and funeral faces. Cartier bracelets, for my women friends, I'm in Vegas. Who the fuck y'all thought it's supposed to be? If Phil Jackson came back, still no coaching Mick. I'm uncoachable, I'm unsociable. Fuck y'all clubs, fuck y'all bitches. Your Instagram can gobble these nuts. Gobble a dick up to your hiccup, my big homie corrupt. This the same flow that put the rap game on the crutch. I see niggas transform like villain Decepticons. Miley's probably turn these niggas to fucking Lindsay Lohan. A bunch of rich ass white girls looking for parties, playing with Barbies. Wreck the Porsche before you give them the car key. Judgment to the monarchy, blessings to Paul McCartney. You call me a black Beatle, I'm either that or a Marley. I don't smoke crack, motherfucker, I sell it. I'm dressed in all black, this is not for the fan of Elvis. I'm aiming straight for your pelvis. You can't stomach me, you plan on stumping me. Bitch, I been jumping for you, put a gun on me. Bitch, I put one on yours, I'm Sean Connery. James Bond with none of you niggas climbing 100 mil in front of me. And I'm gon' get it even if you're in the way. And if you're in it, better run for peace sake. I heard the barbershops being great debates all the time about who's the best MC, Kendrick, Jigga, and Nas. Eminem, Andre 3000, the rest of y'all new niggas, just new niggas, don't get involved. And I ain't rocking no more designer shit. White tees and Nike Cortez, this red Corvette synonymous. I'm usually homeboys with the same niggas I'm rhyming with. But this is hip hop and them niggas should know what time it is. And that goes for Jermaine Cole, Big Crit, Wale, Pusha-T, Meek Mills, A$AP Rocky, Drake, Big Sean, J Electron, Tyler McMillan. I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you niggas. Trying to make sure your core fans never heard of you niggas. They don't wanna hear not one more noun or verb from you niggas. What is competition? I'm trying to raise the bar high. Who's trying to jump and get it? You're a better off trying to skydive out the exit window of 5 grand with your granddad as the pilot. He drunk as fuck trying to land with a handful of arthritis and popping prosthetic leg bumping Pac in the cockpit. So the shit that pops in his head is an option of violence. Someone heard the stewardess said that your parachute is a latex condom hooked to a dread.
Yes, sir.
Dude, okay. Okay.
That was Hungry Kendrick.
This was Kendrick basically saying, I am going to out-rap anybody.
And he did.
And he did.
Step up.
Yeah, and a lot of people...
Whoever wants to step up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People responded, but didn't really respond. Drake was like, oh, it was a nice moment. It was a nice moment.
No, but the moment was him calling out half the roster of the rap game at that moment by name and saying, hey, I am the king of New York. I am the king of the West Coast. Nobody got anything
I'm
to
the
say
king
about
of
this.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had that, right?
And that was accepted.
That was accepted.
Yes.
A lot of people were like, everyone started coming out trying to show that they can, bar, but cute.
Yeah.
Right?
that wasn't really
No,
contested.
hip hop was a good try. Hip hop,
Yes.
good try. Hip hop
Yeah.
tried. Okay, it's
The
good.
additional context here as well is that the people called out when they were asked, hey, what do you think about the bar? Said they didn't interpret it as any disrespectful sort of way. They're just competition, etc., healthy for the industry, etc.
Which it was.
Which it was. Drake called, I feel those words were harsh.
Nah. He's like, it was nice. It was a moment. It
was a moment.
Yeah, he played it off.
Yeah.
Which in old Drake fashion. But because of this one, everyone's saying, okay, Drake is weak. Like we all thought it. Like, Kendrick just came out, called everybody's name. You are very hot right now as Drake. You should say something, but he never did. So we always thought that Drake was weak. Until Meek Mill
Came out.
When Meek Mill came on Twitter and started talking about the ghostwriters, start going at Drake.
Which was also a couple of years ago, 2015.
Exactly. So when that happened, Drake gave us this.
Duppy.
Charged up. No, Duppy is Pusha. We'll get there.
So sorry. Did you hope I was crying? It was rough without you. It was rough without you.
I did some charity today for the kids, but I'm used to it, cause all y'all charity cases, all y'all stare in my face, I hope you could be the replacement. Niggas is snitching on us without no interrogation. I stay silent cause we at war and I'm very patient. 6 God is watching, I just hope you're prepared to face him. I'm charged up. I'm charged up.
I've heard this in a minute.
Wow, I'm honored that you think this is staged. I'm flattered, man, in fact, I'm amazed. The perfect start to the summer, man, this shit is a doozy. This shit a twist in the movie, but don't jump to conclusions. You boys are getting into your feelings on me. You should embrace it, this could be one of our realest moments. Okay, the flow start to feel familiar, don't it? Must I remind you that Jimmy got 20 million on it? Need DJ Clue to drop a bomb on it. None of them want this shit more than I want it. I seen it all coming, knew they would push a button. East egg hunting, they gotta look for something. Done doing favors for people, cause it ain't like I need the money I make off a feature.
Drake,
I
since
zoned out.
then, okay, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. This was Drake saying, "I'm also hungry to get at people," right? So when this came out, we were all like, "Yo, man, Drake, that was very cute of you."
I see you niggas having trouble going
But it was
gold,
the first time we see Drake
turning
actually
into
go
some
with somebody.
so-and-sos
Yeah, and it
that
was
no one knows.
as a rapper, everyone was like,
But so it go.
yeah.
It was
Come
I
live all
like
your
the beat. It
dreams
was
out
a
at
bit
OVO.
too.
We gonna make sure you get
And
your
it
bread.
didn't
and
have the
you know
right
ropes.
requisite energy. You know.
Yeah, and then everyone was like, "Yeah," and Meek Mill played it off. He's like, "Yo, this is what you're coming at me with, man. Like, what am I supposed to do?"
This
Oh,
is a
yeah.
diss track.
This was the we'll
A
get to it.
response.
This was the
Okay.
response to Meek Mill, right? He was saying, "People are getting me. They're looking around, sniffing around, trying to find something about me. I've been looking for beef for a long, long time. I'm willing to get at you." Going at Meek was easy for him, right?
Because Meek
but
is-
Meek was hot at the time, and Meek was a rapper.
Fair.
Meek was also dating Nicki Minaj.
Who was also huge at that time.
Not important for this story, but when actually she's a little bit important. When they were dating, he was on her tour,
So she's doing a world tour, and he was opening up for her on her tour.
and this came out. So Meek Mill was like, "You know what? I'm not even gonna bother myself with this." And this is where Drake actually surprised us. A day later or 2 days later, he came back with a track called
Back to back.
"Back to Back."
And that was.
I sound like a radio station for a second.
Yeah,
I'm sorry about
you
that.
did.
No, and that was
Back
something
to
that.
back.
Oh, we're gonna know.
Yeah.
We're gonna know.
Oh man,
This is what we said. Oh, Drake is a killer,
oh man, oh man.
This was an actual response.
and this was an actual
Not
diss.
again.
And a hit.
And memorable moments.
Yes.
Yeah, I learned the game from William Wesley. You can never check me. Back to back for the niggas that didn't get the message.
Hey.
Back to back like I'm on the cover of Lethal Weapon. Back to back like I'm Jordan 96, 97. Whoa, very important and very pretentious. When I look back, I might be mad that I gave this attention. Yeah, but it's weighing heavy on my
hard beat.
conscience. Yeah, and fuck you left the boy no options. I wanna see my niggas go insane. You gon' make me step out of my fucking frame. You gon' make me buy bottles for Charlemagne. You gon' make me go out of my fucking way. I waited 4 days, nigga, where y'all at? I drove here in a rave playing AR app. I'm not sure what it was that really made y'all mad, but I guess this is what I gotta do to make y'all rap. I mean, oh, can't fool the city, man, they know what's up. Second floor, Tootsie's getting shoulder rubs. This for y'all to think that I don't write enough. They just mad cause I got the Midas touch. You love her, then you gotta get a world tour. Is that a world tour or your girl's tour? I know that you gotta be a thug for her. This ain't what she meant when she told you to open up more. Yeah. Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers.
Yo, hold on.
Back up for a second.
All of this was beautiful.
Yeah, it's very well set up.
Basically, I love the. So the Twitter fingers was saying, "Oh, this guy's a gangster," but you just basically trigger fingers turn into just Twitter fingers. You just typing text back and forth.
Running your mouth off.
This will haunt Drake, right? Drake came out with this. He came out with the memes. He did the concert and he put all the Meek Mill memes, and that was the first time we see Drake do a full package of an attack. 2 tracks full of memes, jokes. The track is funny.
The track is good.
The track is really good.
And he had good points.
And
Like
it was-
the
and it
world
was-
tour line was
and it
hilarious.
funny.
Yeah.
And it was, yo, I'm flexing on you. I am too comfortable and rich, but I'm going to waste my time with you. So he sunned Meek Mill, and Meek Mill since then he never really like
Recovered.
Yeah, he never
from that,
recovered.
you
A
know.
precedent was set.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But then again, that was Meek Mill, who is
Meek.
small fry. Yeah, yeah, that was that too, obviously.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But and Meek Mill is like, he's a nobody, honestly, in terms of stature within the
No,
industry.
at that time he was really.
he was doing well.
He was
you know?
no, he was big. He was
Yeah, I give it to that. But in terms of the bigger picture, like, you know, there's not a lot bigger rappers on terms of the food chain. You know,
And
Which is also a precedent.
But it was still funny because Meek
he's
Mill,
an actual rapper.
Meek Mill is the one who revealed that someone pissed on Drake.
Wasn't it Ti?
Wait, what?
I think it was Ti.
I think it was Ti. It might have been
yes.
Ti.
Yes.
So apparently,
Ti pissed on Drake.
no.
Oh, no.
Is that what the line is?
Hold on. We
no,
need
no.
to find it. We need to find it.
So apparently, at an incident at a club at some point, an unnamed acquaintance of Ti claimed that you know, they actually pissed on Drake.
Yeah, Ti confirms.
The fuck?
Yeah, Ti was one who confirmed that. That's someone.
Right?
So another reference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it was a funny beef, and it also had some good music, and at the same time, I think that was the birth of joining meme culture into music.
In
Right?
terms of rap beef.
I'm not only going to beef with you, I'm gonna clown you, and we're gonna create this whole meme thing about you that everybody else is also gonna clown you. You're gonna be just a joke. And so Drake was smart enough to bring the culture, something that they already have, that they've been doing, and include it into a beef that he had.
But that
It was all genius at the time.
It's new. It's your groundbreaking. You're doing something, you know, you're combining two different worlds into one, and you're using an additional channel of attack, basically. It's no longer just about the music, it's about what everybody else is saying. It's about how funny people can make this, how many jokes people can come up with, basically. Which is genius. I'll give it, to him.
It was
Yes.
genius.
But
And
then
it worked.
that will come back and bite him
But
in the ass.
that's for later on.
Yeah.
Right? So now we're in 2015.
And Drake has won.
Drake won this one. Everybody it's a knockout.
Yeah.
It was a knockout. You give him a 2-pack and destroyed everything about him.
But then somebody realized that, hey, that's Meek Mill, yo, and I still don't like you. And then
Who?
Pusha came out with
That's what we get to. It was Infrared.
Infrared, exactly.
So after that, after a while, Pusha T was on vacation. Okay. No, Pusha T had a problem with his label. So I think he staged 4 years without making an album. And that's when shots were going against him.
That's when
right?
Drake was coming out with Subliminals.
Exactly. And so when he got back to making his album, he made Daytona, which is personally one of my favorite albums of all time. If you, I said on this podcast so many times, if you hear me playing, you know, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
I know what you're
I'm not saying. That album is just amazing. Go listen to Daytona. So Pusha T, the reason I started with him is because Pusha T is a killer. He's not like a guy who's saying words. No, the family business is really important. If you heard about Pusha T's family and his brother Malice and his uncles, you'd be like, oh, okay, I don't play with this. There's a reason why he calls himself the king.
He's someone who actually lived through everything he's talking about.
His brother's named Malice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
then
enough.
and guess what?
enough.
Oh yeah. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Okay.
Right? So Pusha T releases Daytona. In Daytona, there was a track called Infrared. Right? And Pusha T being the killer that he is, of course he's gonna sound sinister.
Of course. It's a Pusha T track. What are you talking
This is
about?
album.
Infrared. Yeah. You know what I mean? Infrared. Yeah.
The game's fucked up, niggas beats is banging, nigga your hooks did it. The lyric penning equal to Trump's winning. The bigger question is how the Russians did it. It was written like Nas, but it came from Quentin.
Back up. It's written like Nas.
Yeah.
But it came from
Quentin
Who's Quinn?
Miller, who is an
What?
associate.
a reference track for Drake. One of his tracks was released, where
Leaked.
was leaked actually, where Quentin Miller was rapping the track.
Yo.
For Drake to follow,
Fuck.
basically.
Exactly.
Shit.
See, again, in hip hop,
that's,
when you're at this level, this is normal.
Like some rappers do have ghostwriters, and some rappers do rely on other rappers to write for them.
Yeah, but are you hiding those ghostwriters?
Obviously, it's frowned upon
Exactly.
within the industry
Yes.
because, you know, a lot of the respect that you get is based on your pen.
Of course.
Like, you know, at the end of the day, this is why Eminem is looked at as one of the greatest, because Eminem or Jay-Z, for example, Jay-Z doesn't even write. You know, he just gets in the booth, you know, and Eminem is known for having notebooks of his own.
That's the whole art form of it. Yeah.
So Drake gets clowned a lot of the times for relying on ghostwriters, you know, and a lot of people has claimed it before, Meek Mill being one of them. And then this is Drake coming out, this is Pusha coming out here and saying, hey,
Yes.
it's Quinn.
It's true.
Right? We know.
The bigger question is how the Russians did it. It was written like Nas, but it came from Quentin. At the mercy of a game where the codes is missing. When the CEO's blinded by the glow is different. Believe in myself and the codes and Kendricks. Let the sock puppets play in they roles and gimmick shit.
This is another important bar right here. When he's like, when the CEO is blinded by the glow is different, Birdman, right? Believe in myself and the Coles and Kendricks. I believe that me, Cole, Kendrick are more important than you.
On the
We
same
are the
level.
culture.
Yes, you like exactly. We come from something of substance of value.
Substance.
Yes.
That's the key word.
You're a Jewish kid from Canada.
No, we are.
You're a child actor.
You know, we are part of this. You know, we are hip hop. You know, right?
Exactly.
We are
We're
hip-hop,
real.
You know, yeah.
We have authenticity, right? And then he says, let the sock puppet play in their roles and gimmicks, which is something that we know that there's a lot of people around the industry that are making sure that Drake is positioned in a certain way,
Positioned.
you know, and things are hidden and games are being played. The games I think that he's trying to talk about was being played was we'll get to it when we get to Adonis, right?
No, but so no, there's a view within the industry that Drake is a hit maker, right? So who's up and coming? Who can we put Drake with to make a track to make that person pop, right?
Yeah.
And Drake has been known to do that with a lot of different artists, right?
Culture
Pop.
vulture.
There we go.
Let the sock puppets play in they roles and gimmick shit. Remember Will Smith won the first Grammy? And they ain't even recognize Hove until Annie. So I don't tap dance for the crackers and sing Mammy. Cause I'm posed to juggle these flows and nose candy, yeah.
Quick breakdown. Okay.
Breakdown.
Yeah, Pusha-T.
He's like, remember when Will Smith won his first Grammy, right? Then he says, and they ain't even recognize Hove until Annie, right?
Annie, which is
Hard Knock Life.
Hard
Hard
Knock
Knock
Life, which is a couple of years after it came out.
Oh yeah, and again, like he had so many hits before you
Before
even
that.
saw.
Yeah.
And it took how long it took for this black man to get his Grammy, right? So I don't tap dance for crackers and sing Mammy.
Basically talking about the industry here.
You, Drake, you're willing to do whatever it takes to make poppy songs in order for you to make money and also have power in the business.
For the suits.
Exactly.
Basically.
You are not authentic, is what he's trying to say.
Shut up.
No, but say tap
And then-
dance and
but-
sing Mammy, that's blackface. That's also reference to blackface.
Also, yeah, this is foreshadowing.
Yes, exactly. No,
Right?
you're saying, yeah, exactly. This you're allowing yourself to be a minstrel in this industry. And that's something that black people have been trying to get past and get beyond for a long time, right? Like the whole, section of the entertainment industry that grew up in the 1850s.
Yeah, basically Drake is like, I'll do whatever accent you want, fam.
Also, okay, stop.
Fam.
And he says, because I'm posed to juggle these flows and nose candy. Now we all know, Push's music
Past
and cocaine,
involvements, yeah.
right? And so he just shows, you're there dancing for people, and do what we need to do to be a star. While I'm here, I'm
Being
in the
a real
street.
rapper.
I'm in the street. I'm moving. I'm doing things, right?
And I'm writing. Like you get all these flows.
Yeah, and you had a bar mitzvah.
I advise everybody to go and listen to this, right? We're not gonna play the whole thing. We're just trying to give you an idea how it went down.
Context.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when this came out, that was when Drake did the Drake thing he did for back to back after come back after 4 days. This came out and it showed Drake automatically responded. I'll play his response in a second, but what I want to add to it is that it shows in this track how industry related that Drake is, because Drake knew that this was coming out because he released real quick after it came out.
So
How
you
quick?
already had an idea.
Oh, like less than 12 hours,
Oh shit.
maybe even
okay.
less than 6.
Yeah, that was actually true. Yeah, but then again, we also knew that Pusha was one of the people that had a problem with Drake, so it wouldn't be a surprise for Drake to kind of anticipate.
Yeah, but
that kind of
since
thing.
when did we know Drake to write in 6 hours and drop a song?
True.
So he knew that this was coming, and he heard it, and he got ready, and he gave us
Duppy,
Duppy Freestyle.
which was a mistake. This was a mistake.
I'm in shock.
Yeah.
He should have done this.
Yeah, that makes sense. In hindsight, that makes
We'll get
sense.
to it. We'll get- It's actually a good track.
Okay. So if you rebuke me for working with someone else on a couple of V's, what do you really think of the nigga that's making your beats? I've done things for him I thought that he never would need. Father had to stretch his hands out and get it from me. I pop style for 30 hours.
Context. He started by going at Kanye.
Immediately. Like not even looking at Pusha.
This is, I need y'all to remember this because this is a theme. This is a pattern of how this man moves. And you get to see it.
He's avoidant.
Exactly. And so he came out push with going at Kanye West automatically.
Kanye made Push's beats.
Kanye is
That's why he said the man
on the
who
same
made your
label.
beats. Because Daytona was made with Kanye West.
Okay.
And
Correct.
Pusha also works for Good Music, which is Kanye's label.
He was a CEO
President.
of Good Music.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So he automatically started with, I'm going at your man, and then I'm coming at you, right? So he already put Kanye in his scope for whatever reason.
For Pusha, basically.
No.
To get at Pusha.
We'll get to why he put Kanye in the next one, right? But this is what came out really.
Then let him repeat. Now you popping up with the jokes. I'm dead, I'm asleep. I just left from over by y'all putting pen to the sheets. Tired of sitting quiet and helping my enemies eat. Keep getting temperature checks, they know that my head overheats. Don't know why the fuck you niggas listen to Denim and Steve. Must have had your infrared wrong, now your head in a beam. Y'all are the spitting image of whatever jealousy breeds. Don't push me when I'm in album mode.
Okay.
Must have had the infrared wrong.
So he tried to play on infrared, which means he was really annoyed by infrared.
Yeah, exactly. Like straight up, you
All
know.
right. And he did the same thing that he did recently with Kendrick was
Get in his
you
feelings.
guys are jealous. You guys are just
You
jealous.
guys just don't like my success.
Yes, you guys don't say that. Don't get sassy. Also.
Yeah, don't get
If
this.
Drake's gonna do it, he might as well do it too. Yeah, Ned.
Hey, kidding, man, dude. Yeah, kidding. There's none of it to begin with, you know.
Right? So this is him saying, hey, boo.
And honestly, the beat is nice and the flow is nice.
No, it's a good
you
track.
know?
It's a good track.
And when this came out, it did kind of take some of the shine away from Pusha dropping. Like,
Took maybe almost all the shine
Yeah.
away. Right?
You're not even top 5 as far as your label talent goes. You send shots, well, I gotta challenge those. But I bring
You're not top 5 in your own label.
I mean,
Right?
who's on the label? Big Sean.
I don't even need to
Sci-Hi.
care who is there. It sounds like this was used recently at Kendrick also. We'll get to that one.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that one.
Sensing a bit of a theme, Turks.
goes to the Alamo. I could never have a Virgil in my circle and hold him back cause he makes me nervous. I wanna see my brothers flourish to their higher purpose. You niggas leeches and serpents, I think it's good and now the teachers are learning. Yeah, your brother said it was your cousin and him then you. So you don't rap what you did, you just rap what you knew. Don't
Your brother said it was your cousin and him and you. So he's basically talking about Pusha T's brother here. No,
Malice.
Malice.
Yeah.
That he was the real gangster and his cousin. It wasn't you.
So you're
Okay.
you're
So
just
he's
taking
saying
credit.
basically you're fake,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And he's going at Kanye again.
This is your brother.
I don't know when you get out of you going at Kanye.
Punch him back.
Exactly. you get nothing out of
Yeah.
going after.
You know that Kanye's not going to come back at you, right? So-
Honestly,
Kanye just dropped a Like That remix that everyone said nah to.
Yeah,
Okay.
just to jump
The
on
beat
it.
was wild.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, nah.
Yeah. Thanks, Kanye.
Yeah,
but-
like don't talk.
Yeah. This ain't you.
Tech was
This
stop.
ain't you.
honestly, I wish he would gone on Kanye now when he's off his meds.
No, but that's the thing.
Because the
He-
response-
Kanye
would've been
wants
crazy.
it.
But
Kanye
that's-
wants it.
that's
Look,
the-
we're gonna ignore Kanye's this, by the way. We're never gonna play. We're not even gonna acknowledge it exists.
Listen, we're talking about low hanging fruit here, right? Like Pusha is a lyricist. It's different when you're going with someone who's Kanye, who actually is not. He's a producer at the end of the day.
And it also told me that you have nothing. Because the Malice thing, he got it from Vlad TV's, what's the name? YouTube channel, where he does interviews with rappers.
Okay.
And Malice was like, no, it was me and my cousin. Like, Push was just with us. What I understood as someone, here's the thing. All of this hip hop beef, if you talk to people who actually grew up in the streets, they look at it in a different than people who just listen to it as music.
Because it's more about a reputation thing.
And at the same time, you kind of understand the language in a certain way, right? When Malice was saying it's just me and my cousin, putting Push aside, Push is a successful rapper. What, they're going to let him not be successful, make money?
Cover, basically.
Cover.
Exactly.
Yeah. Looking
right?
out for him.
But Drake always talks to the people that don't understand what's really going on. And because they like him, they are willing to just say, yeah, he is right. Even though when it comes down to the streets, everyone's like, I'm looking at you funny. I'm looking at you funny right now.
Because it's not about, because he doesn't, as you said, he doesn't understand the language. He didn't grow up in the culture. So he will look for the people that will validate him and feed his ego.
Which is all his fans.
Which is his circle.
No, his circle. We'll get to his circle. This is why Push, and the first track I played, he said, they're not going to die for you. The reason I said that was important.
We're looking back here.
Exactly. Because that still exists till today.
And guess what happened after that?
Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I actually want to play a little bit more of, what's the name? Of Duppy.
Don't be ashamed, there's plenty niggas that do what you do. There's no malice in your heart, you an approachable dude. Man, you might have sold to college kids for Nike and Mercedes, but you act like you sold drugs for Escobar in the 80s. I had a microphone of yours, but then the signature faded. I think that pretty much resembles what's been happening lately. Please believe your demise will be televised. Yeah. And as for Q, man, I changed his life a couple times.
All right, we're gonna stop it right here because your device is your device is gonna be televised. Is a really good way for us to go to the next track.
No, but before that, like he actually said, I had your microphone. Like I was a fan. I used to.
He bought Pusha T's microphone.
See,
off of eBay.
That's because I like you so much, right? Like I'm such a big fan of you.
Yeah.
And then you're saying it. You're not supposed to be saying this shit, right? No, but there's the
The
significant.
no malice in your heart. You're moving like foul.
That's a good line.
Yeah, that was a good line.
But there's a significant line that didn't come out yet.
I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Nigga was at Kroger working double time. Y'all acting like he made the boy when I was trying to help the guy. Yeah. Who gassed you to play with me? Man, you made this shit as easy as ABCs. Whoever supposedly making me hits, but ain't got no hits, sound like they need me. My hooks did it, my lyrics did it, my spirit did it. I'm fearless with it, yeah. I really shouldn't have given you none of my time. Cause you older than a nigga you running behind. Look, holla at me when you multi-million. I told you keep playing with my name and I'ma let it ring on you like Virginia Williams. I'm too resilient.
This is another important line.
That was the mistake.
Virginia Williams.
Yes.
That was, I'm gonna make it ring on you like Virginia Williams.
Who's Virginia Williams?
Virginia Williams is Pusha T's wife.
Yes.
Oh.
And it was, this dropped, right, when Pusha T was getting married.
Like he just dropped his album.
He was at his wedding. Right? So everyone said that Push is not going to respond. He releases on his wedding day. And so Push is going to go into hiding. He's going to go on his honeymoon. And whenever he comes back, he comes back.
I don't know Pusha T, but I know that's not how he does.
And this was the setup for, in my opinion,
This is
one
the
of
whole
the greatest.
Keep my wife's name out
like
your
this
fucking mouth.
songs. that-
Exactly. And this is another mistake that Drake keeps doing.
Deja vu.
Drake
Hey.
has a habit of
Going low.
going automatically toward your women, your kids,
Your
your
family.
whatever, right? Because he wants to basically say, yo, I can get at anybody that you have, right? And I'm going to disrespect and everyone's going to take it and say, oh, look, you talk about your wife.
Very Real Housewives of Hollywood kind
Exactly.
of shit.
ما هي بعلوم رجال.
But do you know what's so funny about all of that?
Bitch behavior.
Yeah,
it's bitch
BB.
behavior,
Yeah.
bitch behavior.
Is that the BB and BBL? Anyway, so we had
One of the greatest.
Pusha decided to come out of
Easy money.
Pusha left the wedding dinner. Okay, Pusha left the wedding dinner.
About to be a surgical summer.
A surgical. We're playing all
Chop
of
the
this.
tops off the coupes. The 488. The spider joint.
This one was great.
This is called the
And
story
you know
of
we gotta
Adonis.
cut the heads off these snakes, right? Watch the body drop.
It is black.
My skin is black. Yo.
Story of OJ.
Drug dealing aside, ghost writing aside. Let's have a heart to heart about your pride. Even though you're multi, I see that your soul don't look alive. The M's count different when baby divides the pie. Wait,
I will wait.
Yeah.
I will wait. Okay. I shall wait.
And you made me wait.
Drug dealing aside.
Ghostwriting
aside, which means, yo, we're not gonna talk about me doing drugs. Selling drugs or pushing drugs, and we're not gonna talk about you having ghostwriters.
That's old news now.
Yeah, this is not what I'm here for.
Let's talk about some real shit.
I want to have a heart to heart with you about your pride.
Your pride, which is your family, your group, if you're gonna be a
Everything that
lion,
makes you
or
who
your
you are.
actual pride.
This is very important, right? He's like, I see that your soul don't look alive. the M's count different when Baby divides the pie. This is him referring to Birdman, Lil Wayne, and every single person that's between him, Jay Prince, all these people that have a cut off of Drake's success.
The people that basically bought him up.
Exactly. So he's automatically telling you, listen, you got a lot of people in your camp that's making money off of you.
But wait, he said baby? We'll move on now.
Exact capital baby.
Yeah, capital baby.
I'm different when Baby divides the pie. Wait, let's examine why your music for the past few years been angry and full of lies. I started at the home front, I'm on one. Then Instagram, stay off the gram, bitch, I'm on one. You mentioned wedding ring like it's a bad thing. Your father walked away at 5, hell of a dad thing. Marriage is something that Sandy never had, Drake. How you a winner, but she keep coming in last place. Monkey suit, Dennis, you parade him. A Steve Harvey suit, nigga made him. Confused, always felt you weren't black enough. Afraid to grow it cause your fro wouldn't nap enough.
This hurts. This line always hurts, bro. Afraid you wouldn't grow it because your fro wouldn't.
So that's why he has long hair now.
You are. You've been trying to be black all your life. You grew up in a family where you have mixed identities.
You want to talk about wedding rings? Your father left you at 5 years old. Your mother was left alone. You want to talk about pride?
You didn't have a dad. Like your dad didn't treat your mom well. Like you're going into family. You're scratching very deep wounds here.
Not only that, he was saying that even though your mother was left and she was ignored by your father, when your father came back, you took your father around. You paraded him. That's why he said monkey suit Dennis, right? A Steve Harvey suit.
Yeah.
Because that's how his dad looks. His dad looks wild. Bro.
And that's also true, though, right? Like, considering the family history and considering their relationship and how public it is, and that's I think one of the things that also came up later is the fact that this is the man that made you black. This is the man that gave you that attachment to the culture, right? And this is the thing that you're relying on here for your entire persona.
All right, let's keep going because this is where it gets disgusting.
Always felt you weren't black enough. Afraid to grow it cause your fro wouldn't nap enough. Since you name dropped my fiance, let them know who you chose as your Beyonce. Sophie knows better as your baby mother.
Okay.
Yeah, I love this.
Do you know why I love this so much?
Because it's still good.
Because he said Sophie knows better. Do you know why he said Sophie knows better?
Why?
That was her Instagram handle.
At the time.
At the time.
Literally.
Yo.
So he literally put it out there in front of everybody.
You want to talk about my wife? Let the world know this porn star that you made your world. And exactly.
He's getting there. He's getting there.
This is where he's going at.
And he started with Beyonce. You're like,
I remember that shit. Yeah, I remember that shit.
All right. And then he goes even deeper.
Cleaned her up for IG, but the stench is on her. A baby's involved, it's deeper than rap.
Oh?
We talking character, let me keep with the facts. You are hiding a child, let that boy come home. Deadbeat motherfucker playing border patrol. Ooh, Adonis is your son.
Okay.
You are hiding a child. The way that was said. And I'm not even sugarcoating this. I am just putting it out there as it is. You are hiding a child.
That bar, you are hiding a child. Let that boy come home. The boy, you call yourself the boy. No, there's the boy. There's a boy at the Adonis. All right, bring the kid home.
Deadbeat motherfucker.
Yo, playing border patrol
because his wife is French.
Correct.
And so, his son was
Stay over there.
brought up in Europe. Like, very far away from TMZ and everything going on in LA and in Miami and Toronto.
The funny thing is, there was a rumor that Drake had a son, right? That rumor existed. And the same way there was a rumor that Drake had a daughter. All those existed for a long, long time, but no one really confirmed it. And then when he came out with this, he was too detailed for Drake to hide.
He literally sketched it out for you. He told you who the mother is.
How to find her.
Fucker playing border patrol. Ooh, Adonis is your son, and he deserves more than an Adidas press run. That's real. Love that baby, respect that girl. Forget she's a porn star, let her be your world. Ugh. How dare you put yay in my verses? I'm selfish, I want all of the curses. I'm pre-booking the churches, me versus 3 hearses. If we all go to hell, it'll be worth it. Already aligned with the greats. And on that same note, the only ones I chase are 2 ghosts. Still giving you classics. That's the only thing that dates me. OVO 40, hunched over like he 80. Tick, tick, tick. sick. How much time he got? That man is sick. I got the devil flow, nigga. Sick.
Okay.
So this is nasty here.
See, this is one of the most disrespectful lines that I've ever heard, right? So 40, who is Drake's best friend
and producer.
and producer, has MS. If I remember correctly, was it MS?
Multiple sclerosis.
Right? And so when you're describing him hunched over because he has MS,
Yeah.
and then you use the tagline of 666 to say the man is sick.
Which is the tagline of the OVO label.
He called your dad deadbeat. He called you deadbeat. He said your mother was never cared for, and you don't really care about your mother. He said that you are hiding a son. You
You're trying to be.
You had a son
black.
with a porn star,
Mhm.
right? You're trying to be black, and then he decided, oh, by the way, your friend. By the way, your boy. Tick.
Yeah. Also,
Yo.
doesn't have love on this earth. So you didn't just go at the man, you went at his entire family, all of the people that supposedly mean something to him, from his collaborator to his blood to his hidden progeny.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Literally.
And he finished the song by saying, Surgical Summer, Volume 1.
So it's just the beginning.
This is just the beginning, folks. And I remember when W came out, everyone was like, yo, that's it. Pusha's gone. Pusha's done for. There's no coming back from this. He just smacked them around. And when this came out, it was so dark that people were weird about how to approach it and how to talk about it. Because everyone was like, yo, it seems like this is none of my business.
Because you went beyond talking shit to somebody to literally putting their laundry out there. Like this is like Adonis deserves better than an Adidas press run. That's real. Like, are you telling me that his son was getting to get announced through t-shirts? Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah, I'm dropping sneakers and my son.
Are we using exactly? Are we using capitalism to leverage our family? Like this is honestly, it tells me something about how much somebody can sell out in terms of celebrity culture, right? Like you are literally using family or what's supposed to be your family, right?
Culture vulture.
To sell and make more money, and then Pusha-T comes over and comes here and he just shits all over it basically.
Which is going to be a pattern.
And then that's when we saw that Drake cannot compete.
And take a huge L.
Yeah,
He didn't respond.
he did not respond. Not only
Checks out.
He kind of did.
no, that's later on. When it happened, it was so dark that even Drake's team said, do not play with Push. Let's figure out ways to kind of end this, right? And they didn't know what they wanted to do. And then later on, Pusha-T came on the Joe Budden podcast. And Pusha-T was talking about what's been going on behind the scenes when it comes to this.
And how he found out about all that.
That's when he said, oh, by the way, the information that I got was because his best friend, 40, is sleeping with a woman and talks to her 6 to 7 hours a day. And he complains about the things that he doesn't like that's happening in Drake's life. And he talked about the baby, and he talked about the trip. This is where he's an asshole. Pusha was like, oh, they told me about the trip that they all had to meet the baby and the gifts that they brought. So that automatically showed that Pusha is not only on the inside, Pusha knows everything.
He has all the details.
And so when that came out, everyone was like, okay, all right, we need to find ways. But Drake went on the barbershop with LeBron and told LeBron, I hope I didn't disappoint you.
That's the response he had.
Yeah.
What?
He's like, I want to reply, but you know what you said? Someone's gonna punch you in the face for it. So the whiteness came out real strong.
It got too personal.
I'm not joking.
You know?
I'm not joking.
You're talking about my family here.
Family.
Family.
And so
Which was hilarious.
Punch you in the face.
Pusha dropped this, and Pusha didn't say a word. He just walked around.
And he didn't have to.
He just walked around. He went back to honeymoon.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And that's the first time we saw Drake. Oh, he can't do anything with this. And that was the first time that we saw that because of how hip hop became mainstream, the idea of killing a rapper doesn't really exist anymore.
Because you're trying to kill the biggest pop star out there, which,
which most of his fans don't care that he's not a gangster. Don't care that he's not real. Don't care that his flows are fake.
Fair. Because
they just enjoy the songs.
They enjoy the music. They're not, you wouldn't call them part of the culture or people who are aware of what the culture is really thinking about or going through, The man makes music that they enjoy, and credit to him. He kept on doing it.
And he's just a white man that acts hard, and white people love that shit.
He knows how to act. See,
Yes,
that's the thing. He acts hard. That's literally the
The
word.
man walked around with a heart on his head, but that's his story for another.
And then he started buying accents left and right. Oh, you Jamaican accent? I'll buy that.
That's when we saw how
Mods.
industry Drake was. Drake was stealing flows everywhere, trying to basically have everyone anywhere around the world say, "Oh, okay, I like what he's doing. It sounds like something that I already like," and get attachment to it. He rides all the waves.
Creating TikTok dances,
Everything.
playing
He does
the meme
everything.
game,
That's very industry. He can always make a poppy song.
and go number
He's
one.
good at
and,
making
and go number one.
Yeah, easy. Number one is not hard for Drake.
So that is something that he kept on doing over the years since Adidas dropped. He didn't let that affect his trajectory in a sense.
It didn't hurt him at all. His album sales was still great. Everything was good. It wasn't millions.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it was like 600,
Like
400.
since then, like his albums were what? Scorpion, which wasn't that great. CLB, which was somewhat decent. Honestly, Nevermind, which a lot of people didn't like. 21 Savage album.
Scorpion, going back to Scorpion for a second, it's very important because Scorpion was the one when we heard the rumors that he has a deal with Spotify, that Spotify paid an X amount to have it exclusive with them because he used to be exclusive with Apple because he's had a contract. with Apple.
Yeah.
And when Scorpion came out, do you remember this or not? It was on every genre. If you went to religion on Spotify, you found Scorpion. Drake's album was in every.
I remember they tried to
made
push
sure
it.
that everybody played it.
Yeah, I remember they tried to push it a lot. That I do remember.
And that's when we were like, okay, this guy's very industry.
He is
He has his team.
establishment.
Salute to them. They found a way to basically control everything.
But
Hip-hop's Taylor Swift.
nobody ever forgot
Yes.
about the Pusha.
Yeah.
Nobody ever forgot about it.
And then-
How can you forget it?
And then one day we were all vibing, just minding our own business,
a random April.
and we got a banger.
First person shooter mode. We turn it.
I know this is the first time for a lot of you to hear J. Cole again because he's been gone for a minute.
I mean, which in retrospect seems like
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Right?
Good on J. Cole for being gone.
Okay.
Correct decision.
We got First Person Shooter. That was on Drake's album For All the Dogs.
the last album. His
right?
last album.
With J. Cole. And this was a banger.
Son to a funeral. To them niggas that say they don't office, you better be talking about working in cubicles. Yeah, them boys had that lot, but I knew the code. Lot of niggas debating my numero. Not the 3, not the 2, I'm the UNO. Yeah. Numero UNO. Me and Drizzy, this shit like the Super Bowl. Man, this shit done it big as the. Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the what?
Big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's just two guys playing shit that they did in the studio. Niggas usually send their verses back to me and they be terrible, just like a 2-year-old. I love a dinner with some fine women when they start debating about who the GOAT. I'm like, go ahead, say it then. Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who you bitches really rooting for? Like a kid that had bad from January to November, nigga, it's just you and Cole. Big as the what?
That was them saying we're the big two, we're the most important.
Big as the
Just
Super
you and Cole.
Bowl.
Yes.
Niggas so thirsty to
Before I play J. Cole's part, I'm gonna tell you, J. Cole in this verse went crazy.
I agree.
It was, I think, one of his best verses.
And he's been on a great run of amazing verses for the past couple of years.
Exactly. When up into My Delete Later, he's always been on fire, right? And I just want to give him proud because this verse, bro. I played it so many times.
I'll also include My Delete Later minus 7 Minute Drill.
Minus, exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
And that
That's why I said
album is
My Delete
included.
Later.
Yeah.
Let's play this.
big as the
This is wild.
Super Bowl.
Niggas so thirsty to put me in beef. Dissecting my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock cause I love the mystique. I still wanna give me a song where I be. Can't trust everything that you saw on IG. Just know if I diss you, I make sure you know that I hit you like I'm on your caller ID. I'm naming the album to fall off. It's pretty ironic cause it ain't no fall off for me. Still in this bitch getting bigger. They waiting on the kid to come drop like a father to be. Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K-Dot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big three like we started the league. But right now I feel like Muhammad Ali.
There we go.
So you mentioned K.
And that was the spark.
K-Dot.
And so notice that when Drake was talking about his verse, he didn't mention
Hey.
Kendrick, right?
Yeah,
he was talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
is it me or
I
Cole,
noticed, yeah.
And Cole's real about it. Cole knows, like, yo, it's not just you
في
know,
واحد ثالث.
yeah, في
إيه،
واحد
خلاص
ثالث,
يعني.
you know, and he
في
mentioned
respect
it,
بس يعني.
and he
Yes.
put a name to it. He said it, the big three, you know, and a lot of people in the industry have been talking about the big three for a long time. Obviously, you know, people have their own favorites. I don't understand how anybody wouldn't choose Kendrick, but you know, to each their own. Honestly,
No counting.
maybe they
taste.
don't got ears, you know. So that, I believe, was the spark to this latest conflagration, which was lit right here.
They were having fun. They were celebrating, hugging each other on stage, saying, "We're the best. I love you, bro. You love me too."
High fives.
Yeah, they were just having fun with each other. And then Metro Boomin was like,
Yeah, play that back. Like, I need
"Oh,
to.
no. Again, we're gonna skip Future. I love you, Future, but not now.
For the street. I put it in her nose, it's gonna make her pussy leak.
This is why I want to ignore.
This is, again, let's keep in mind. Is this still the number one track?
مان امه دخل في السالفه بس كده just vibing.
So I think this is still the number one track in
It
all
is.
the Billboard charts.
Well, now Euphoria.
Step in ambulance.
We haven't
But-
do it.
Like that.
We'll get to that. We'll get
Pop
to that.
another bottle if you like that.
So, on a random day, we were all just vibing, right? And then Kendrick was like, "Oh, yeah, y'all are the best. Y'all, excuse me, sir, a super who?
Can I have your manager, sir?
A Spider-Man meme looking at each other. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Let me tell you something really quick.
A verse.
These niggas talking out of their neck. Don't put no coffin out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say yes, a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I hold them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but they not be legit. No 40 water, tell them. Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak diss and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Lost too many soldiers, not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, bum. What? I'm really like that. And your best work is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. Nigga, bum. For all your dogs getting buried. That's a K with all these 9s. He gon' see Pet Cemetery, nigga.
One dope dealer selling dope. Is you like
What a track!
Best
What a
work is a
verse.
life pack.
First off, Metro Boomin killed this beat.
True.
This is a great beat.
Very true. Very
And
true.
just Kendrick was like, you know what? Let me give you something.
Let me remind y'all where I've been, who I am, you know?
There's so many things in this. Actually, I'm just waiting for this because this is where Metro Boomin just. Metro. I just wanted to give Metro his props on that one because that was wild.
No, that's crazy, honestly.
All right, let's go back to this for a second, right? Because there's exactly.
Let's break it down.
So I'm not gonna go word for word, but there's a couple of things that I hear that are very important for me. When he's like, I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Since Kendrick came out, we know his association with Pyru,
Crips.
Bloods and Crips.
Bloods and Crips.
That's why he said when Pyru was in Crips, all get along. So we already from before knew that he has gangster relations
Affiliations.
inside Compton,
Yeah.
right? I think it's way more than
Yeah,
affiliations.
it's stronger than that, you know?
So him saying this tells me that do not play with me because I will take it so far. This is early on. Kendrick is telling you what the vibe is. He didn't go into no families. He went straight at Drake and kind of like smacked J. Cole around.
No, he called it out, first person shooter. Like he was very upfront about that. Goofy with checks in the beginning. Like he
The
was
Goofies with the check is a funny line.
Well,
because
explain.
Goofies with checks, you could look at it 2 ways. You're talking about people who are talking shit on Twitter with the check mark,
Yeah.
With verification.
or Goofies who checks people who just got way too much money and who
Yeah.
are just fucking goofy.
Or
right?
Drake for all the dogs. Goofy.
Goofy dog.
Check for Nike.
You know, see,
Uh-huh.
this is what's this is why this is so fun, Terrence, because every single line you can read in so many different ways. Like it depends on how you're looking at this line, right? So he comes out with that line in the beginning.
And then he says, my temperament bipolar. I choose violence. Yo, bro, I don't play around. Sometimes I'll flip.
I just woke up, bro. Today, I just chose
And
violence,
I'll
bro.
wake up to this. Okay, let's give it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Okay, you always say you're the man. I mean, you're the boy. You got the connect. You got mob ties, whatever. I'm about to test what you have.
Let's see what you can do.
This,
تفضل.
lyrically, he's been just crazy with it, right? He's like, fuck sneak this in first person shooter. That's automatically saying I'm talking about both of you. When I sneak this in, I'm telling both of you. I want both of you to know I'm coming after the both of you, right? I love this, bro. I love this. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. Another telling you, yo, I know how it feels to lose someone, and if when it comes to that, I'm down.
And I know how to live this, basically.
Exactly. Think I won't drop the location? This is crazy. I still got PTSD. Like, I will send you the location, and I will wait for you.
And not give a shit.
Bro, I'm going to start shooting automatically without even knowing.
Bro. I'm already there.
Yeah, Kendrick was almost stomped out to death in front of his mama.
Almost.
What?
He's been through it, yeah.
Your best work is a light pack. It's hilarious because someone broke it down for me. Shout out to Trey and B. They were like, they think that this line was referring to back-to-back. There was a rumor that Daylight was the one who wrote back-to-back. And he said, your best work is a light pack.
Producer?
Is a writer, rapper,
okay.
right? Not that great. But anyway, so he's saying that he's the one who made that track. So your best diss...
It's not even yours.
It's a light pack. Yeah. It's someone else's. It's Daylight's.
I mean, if that's actually part of it, for me, it's just the line itself. Your best work
because
is a light
later
pack.
on, he mentioned it in Euphoria. He's like, back to back, I'll get back to that for a second. Right?
Which he did.
Right? But I think we're trying to connect both of them. If it's back to back with Made by Daylight, he's like, back to back, I get back to that. I got something over there that you still do not know about.
And this is why we're still debating and analyzing all this shit, because honestly, you don't even know how deep. This is how deep this goes to. Like, it's days and weeks later, and we are still kind of breaking this down one by one.
And
this made a splash. This went number one. Everybody was talking about this. Yo, Kendrick is back. The beef is on. Hip hop has competition again. Right?
Exactly.
And then
and we sat here and we said, yo, we're not looking for Kendrick and Drake. We would like Kendrick and J. Cole. Because they're both rappers. They're both lyricists. It's going to be amazing, right? And I was hoping for that more than Drake because I already know that he can smoke Drake. I'm not worried. When it comes to pen to paper, we're not negotiating this, right?
But very early on, it turned out that this was not that type of competition.
Yeah, because someone said this. Yeah. Someone decided, yo, this is my reply. Yeah. J. Cole.
And this was a good reply.
This was a good reply?
So they decided this was a good reply.
Like it's PWC, it's a cold world. Keep the heat under your seat. I got a phone call, they say that somebody dissing. You want some attention, it come with extensions. My dog like say the word, he on bullshit, he itching. I'm putting so much work in these streets, he got pension. I told him chill out.
Okay, it's enough.
The delivery.
There was a lot. There was a lot.
The delivery is
no, it was all lazy. It was lazy.
But
this is the one he apologized right after?
Oh no. What happened after this one? Everybody clowned him, right? And then in the middle of everybody clowning him during OVO Fest,
he apologized.
We get this.
Except for one part. It's one part of that shit that make me feel like, man, that's the lamest shit I ever did in my fucking life, right?
Cole fans, I know you're hurting. Listen to this, and I apologize. But we need to go through the timestamp.
This is important. This is forensic evidence.
I want to hear this.
He thought he was hot, and then on his own festival comes out and starts apologizing.
One of his own fans.
Yes.
And I know this is not what a lot of people want to hear. I know I can hear my niggas up there right now like, nah, don't do that. But I got to keep it 100 with y'all, right? I damn near had a relapse, right? Because y'all heard some shit that happened 2-3 weeks ago, however long it was. Y'all heard that bazooka that was dropped on the motherfucking game, right?
He knows it's real.
All of this time of me moving on my own accord, for the first time I was tested. Why am I tested? Because I got the world and I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole?
That's unfair. Because in every single flow that he went on, he was saying anybody can get it. I'm down to take on anybody. If anybody wants this, I'm here for this. He went on rap ciphers and he was going crazy.
No, but see, he's talking about peer pressure here. He's talking about, and this track came out.
It wasn't the world. You put that energy out.
He said his boys. He said my boys.
Who cares?
Yeah.
You put that energy out. You said I can take on everybody.
But that's natural though, right? That's part of...
This is
my
natural?
niggas like...
No, that...
Boy, I must have had 1,000 missed calls. Oh my fucking God. Text flooded. I couldn't even answer my shit. Nigga, it's wartime. Boom, 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 right? Niggas want to see blood. And I was conflicted because, one, I know my heart, you know what I mean? And like, I know how I feel about my peers, these two niggas that I just been blessed to even stand beside in this game, let alone chase their greatness, right?
Strong moral energy.
No, it's real, bro. Homie's being real.
the
He's
world
not
wanna
fronting.
see
He's not
blood.
faking.
The world want to see blood. You
I
asked
don't
for
know if y'all
blood.
can feel that, but the world want to see blood. So I say all of that to say, in my spirit of trying to like get this music out, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to like jab my nigga back.
Bro, he's
I
honest.
try to keep it friendly.
I'll give him that, bro.
And when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace. So what I want to say right here tonight,
That's real.
Listen to me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog and his greatness. I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a fucking microphone? Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I.
Okay, it's enough.
As do I.
Okay.
As do I.
All right.
So
Fair enough. To be honest, he
you-
recognizes greatness. He's gonna leave it. You know.
In hindsight, good on you, J. Cole.
In hindsight,
you, Jay.
this was genius. What are you talking
Great
about?
exit.
In hindsight, this was the best way you shouldn't have dropped the track. You shouldn't have dropped some mid-drill. You should have let the shots go. Okay, because
You could have said this.
No, you could have. You did eventually.
Yeah,
I
but you
mean,
could have said that
after
drop.
he
You could have just
dropped
said, "Listen, I know that everybody wants war, but I'm not here for that. I respect this man. I respect this man. I think they're two of the greatest."
And you had to keep in mind the shots. Okay, yes, you got a shot or two, but they weren't. Most of
it
them
wasn't
were,
deep.
Yeah, most of them were directed at Drake. You know, the dog references, canine references. So yeah, so you lost this, and everybody had fun in the industry with this. You know, everybody was like, "Hey, J. Cole's a clown. J. Cole's an idiot. He shot himself in the face." We talked about it, you know, and little did we know that might have been
J. Cole
the best move of this
is the
entire
oracle.
fucking. that might have been the best
Yeah.
move of this entire fucking set play, honestly, because very early. So
After that, it was silence. Drake was at his concert. He was finishing his tour up. And then everyone came out and said, "Yo, Drake, where you at? You're the one who says, yo, drop quick. Push came at you. Stab, 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 stab. You didn't do nothing about it. Are you going to allow this killer to just walk around the block by himself?" And then
nay.
silence for a while. And then the tour was over. When the tour was over, Jake was like, "You know what I gotta go do?" So
Fine.
all of us were like, "Okay, stop." And we got what?
Push-ups
We got a size 7. Okay. This track is as good as a size 7, by the way.
and a legend size 7. The problem with this track is, bro, it's a good track, right? But the fact that you used the size 7 is your best shot in this track is
No, I think he had a couple of good ones. By the way, people are saying the reason he said "who kid" in the beginning references,
the line that he said later on.
Yes.
Okay,
which is
we'll get back to that.
we'll get to
Sneak
that one.
dissing.
Yes. Actually, wordplay.
Hey, I could never be nobody number one fan. Your first number one, I had to put it in your hand. You pussies can't get booked outside America for nan. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. I'm the hit maker y'all depend on. Backstage in my city, it was friend zone. You won't never take no chain off of us. How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 man zone? This the part with the bite, nigga, what's up? I know my picture on the wall when y'all cook up. Extortion, baby, whole career, you been shook up. Cause Top told you drop and give me 50 likes of push-ups. Hood, your last one brick, you really not on shit. They make excuses for you cause they hate to see me lit. Pull your contract cause we gotta see the split. The way you doing splits, bitch, your pants might rip. You better do that motherfucking show inside the bitty. Maroon 5 need a verse, you better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop, you better drop and give them 50. Pip squeak, pipe down, you ain't in no.
Okay.
So he's talking about a lot of things here.
What I did not like about this was, yes, Future took shots at you, right? Metro tweeted at you. Okay, you're angry about a tweet, right? And Kendrick said, "I am here for you." But you decided to come, you know what? I'm going to take shots at everybody. This was the introduction of the 20v1, right? Because it looked like everybody was ganging up on Drake.
So him playing the victim, basically.
Oh,
Or him
is he playing?
or him positioning himself as the victim.
Oh, I'm the underdog.
Why all of y'all ganging up on me?
Exactly.
What did I do to all of y'all?
I'm the victim.
No, and you're looking at Metro as a producer with the Future, a rapper. Okay, I might have issues with them individually, but then I have The Weeknd and Kendrick and I don't know who else, Rick Ross jumping in and just like,
The beat was crazy. I loved the flow of it.
flow is really good.
I love This Is the Bark with the Bite. What's up? I know my picture on the wall when y'all cook up. That was a beautiful line.
No, he did have a couple of good
I
lines.
am your inspiration. I am your muse. You are learning from me.
But I think he kind of also lost a little bit when it was directed at a lot of different people.
Yes.
Because it wasn't focused.
That's gonna be the theme always of Drake.
Yeah.
Because we said on the last one, he involves other people in the scene, any people around you. He doesn't go at one person, no matter what happens. Because the only way he knows to go at one person is to say your mother, your wife, your baby mama, your son. That's all he knows. He has nothing on anybody. And here's saying, when Top told you drop and give me 50, you're alluding to an allegation that in order for Kendrick to get out of TDE, he had to pay Top, which is the head of TDE, around 50 mil or 50% of his future albums or sales or whatever, in order for him to get out of his deal.
Wasn't that his old record deal? Like show me
That
the
was
splits.
that was the allegation.
It's everything 50%, everything I make goes to you.
Yes, but if you're a guy that we already know that 100 people take from you, do not talk about splits.
But see, he thought people forgot about that.
No one forgot nothing.
And
Okay,
at
he knows Kendrick is too smart that Kendrick's gonna bring it up. You can't go around saying things that you're already doing and getting involved in.
And not just that, at this point in his career, he's making enough money for it to, for his pie to be quite significant compared to what it was 10 years ago.
Yes.
Right? So at this point, it doesn't really matter as much because I'm making more money overall. Like that's always been his play, right? That I am, the hit maker, the guy who's always going to go number one, the guy that's always going to sell out his concerts. I am the richest out of all of y'all. You can stop raising your hand, number
Yes. Little did we know that him flexing being the biggest one and quote unquote big in Japan is prophetic because 2 nukes are about to be dropped.
Yo,
That was a reference to a girl, by the way. But again, there's another pattern here. The one about the Swifties and the Maroon 5.
Which is a good line.
Which is a good line, but
Good line,
again,
yeah.
you
What
can't
is it
say
about?
things that you do. He's saying basically you need to go make a song with Maroon 5 and Taylor
They
Swift.
tell
he
you,
did.
yeah.
Isn't that Drake's thing?
See what I mean?
It kind of
Yeah.
is.
Exactly.
Kind of is as well.
But Drake thinks when I say it to you that people are going to forget about my catalog. I think Drake forgets how many songs he already made.
I think not just that. I think it's funny to me how Drake is clowning Kendrick for making songs with Taylor Swift. Nobody's gonna argue, bro. Taylor Swift is the biggest artist on earth. She is the person that
And we'll get to Taylor Swift.
she is the person that will sell out everything.
Taylor plays a role here. All right.
She moves the economies of city states.
Tay-Tay.
And the same thing that we talked about before when it comes to being in your label, Drake did the same thing that he did before, which
Pip
is
squeak, pipe down, you ain't in no big three. SZA got you wiped down, Travis got you wiped down, Savage got you wiped down. Like your label, boy, you in a scope right now.
oh, you're not even big in your own label. There are bigger people than you. Oh, I think I heard that against Push a few seconds ago also.
Deja vu.
Which is
Hey,
Interscope,
It's
basically.
funny how Drake keeps talking about success while the others are talking about integrity. Say هذا مرة عجبني بصراحة.
No, that goes to show you the different
Keep that in
priorities.
mind.
لا، من جد, that goes to show you how they look at the world extremely differently and how their priorities are super different.
Yeah.
Like Drake is happy to be the famous guy. And
Exactly.
that
Again,
specifically-
see? Again,
That's his flex.
again.
Don't feel the aftermath of what I write down. I'm at the top of the mountain, so you tight now. Just to have this talk with your ass, I had to hike down. Big difference between Mike then and Mike now. What the fuck is this, a 20v1, nigga?
There we go.
What's a prince to a king? He a son, nigga. Get more love in
Let me
the
finish
city
this
that you from, nigga. Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums,
That's
nigga.
hilarious.
That's a great
Yeah, I'm
line.
the sixth god. I'm
The rest I don't care for it. But let me tell you this. Get more love in the city that you're from, pure bullshit. Like in every single way.
He's
shape, or
talking
form.
about when I go to LA, I have more fun. I have more love from the fans there than you
Impossible.
do.
I want to go back to a line that's going to come back later on when K-Dot said, Prince outlived Mike Jack, right? And then in this one, Drake says, What's a prince to a king? He's a son.
Didn't Kanye say something like that? That's one of his tracks.
I do not know.
Okay.
But him saying basically, I'm not only Michael Jackson. If you're Prince, I'm a king, and you're Prince. You're my son, and that's also very important in so many ways.
Setting up this foreshadowing, prophetic. Setting
Kanye
up.
was what's a king to a god.
Yeah, I am something close to that.
But it has nothing to do with that.
It has nothing to do with any of this.
Yeah.
So all of this happened, right? And all of us, we sat here and we're like, yo, everyone was saying that
It's on.
Push-Ups is a crazy track.
Good track.
I did not think it was a memorable track. I thought it was just I thought it was a Drake track.
I think it was a good song.
That I'm gonna hear.
Not a great diss.
Yeah, I'm gonna hear. If it's get played, I'm gonna say he tried to do the meme thing. He did the whole size 7 thing.
And not just that, even the way he presented it, push-ups, dropping him 50.
Exactly.
That like you're trying to clown it. You're still trying to make it
exactly.
a joke.
He's trying to do another back-to-back. He wants to have a hook that everyone says. He wants to have the memes with it. He wants to be funny with it, and that's what he's like. I'm not gonna go to his bars, but that was the aim. His aim wasn't to kill anyone. His aim was to get enough people to say this is gonna go to number 1 for him to be great. Now, here's what I feel about this. It leaked 2 days before. There was 2 versions, and then we heard the third one. The third one was the final release, right? The 2 versions that came out, I think someone leaked it from within Drake's camp.
Okay.
Because I think Drake wanted to come out on DSPs automatically. And then when it got leaked, they had no choice but to run forward and drop it before
they dropped it on the DSPs.
Exactly. No. I think they want to drop it before because they were saying, okay, it already leaked. Let's get it down right now, right? Before everybody else hears it, so we can go to number 1.
So you're already being sabotaged.
Exactly.
DSPs is like the streams.
Yeah,
stream
Spotify's,
platforms.
Apple's, and so on.
Okay.
So you're getting internally sabotaged before you actually get to make the move that you want to make.
Exactly.
And you're using a playbook and tactics that worked maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, but they worked against someone who's much, much smaller fry compared to Kendrick.
I agree.
And then you failed again against Pusha. And keep in mind, you never really responded against Pusha. So people still have that in mind. So you having the audacity to come out now and respond is kind of funny.
I'm not gonna play the how long did it take for you to reply game because I don't care for it. I just want a reply. Take a year. I could care less. I think Drake is not gonna reply. Honestly,
At this point,
yeah, we'll get to why shit on, right? But we were sitting down minding our own business, right?
once again,
in calmness.
enjoying life.
It was just a regular fucking Tuesday.
Peace.
Nothing was happening in the world.
Yeah.
J. Cole was doing yoga and drinking kombucha.
At 8:24 a.m. LA time, 8:24 is very important, and I'll get to you in a second. Kendrick dropped a tweet that said Euphoria with a link.
You sent it to me, right?
I
You
sent
sent
it
it
to
to
you,
me
yes.
immediately. Okay.
The reason,
It wasn't tailor-made before that as well.
Nope. Before for
no, TaylorMade was before.
TaylorMade was before
Yeah.
that, but I never really gave TaylorMade a
I
lot
did-
of attention.
I did not.
should
Should
know
I
what?
play it? I actually ignored it because I think
I don't
it
think
was
it's relevant.
I think it was an amazing track if it wasn't for the AI.
It was
It was kind of gross.
AI.
So
Yes.
play it.
What happened?
So basically, he again, because of him playing the meme game, he tried to clown Kendrick in another way. I actually heard it after Euphoria came out. The first time it came out, I didn't give it. When I heard it was made by AI, I'm like, yeah, no, because
Drake
that-
dropped it, and
Yeah.
it's okay.
because
Right
that-
after.
He
right
leaked
after
it.
push-ups,
It
basically.
was,
Okay.
it was
Because
leaked.
it was a gimmick. It's a gimmick. I still think it's a gimmick. I think it's not even a smart or clever gimmick. It's a little bit nasty, honestly.
He
But play it.
he thought I'm playing right now. Give me a second. So he thought he was gonna basically outsmart everybody. He thought, yo, I'm gonna use Pac's and Snoop's voice, and it's gonna make the whole internet go crazy. Why? Because during the time there was a lot of AI being leaked that we thought, yo, is this really Kendrick?
Kendrick.
Is this really Drake? And then he did this.
It's a great beat.
The beat is crazy.
Yeah. The West Side beat. Bro, I'm really not appreciating this. Like, I really
this
didn't
is-
appreciate
yeah.
this when I heard
It's gross.
It's cringy
it is.
as hell.
No,
Yes.
it's
corny and
it's
cringy.
disrespectful on so many levels for you to use Pac's voice.
And he got a cease and desist from Pac's family. He
Come
dropped
on.
this.
Yeah.
And he did delete it. He deleted it off his Instagram.
But anyway, Shuf,
Hey.
maybe he thought in his head, hey, I'll use Pac as a West Coast icon to disrespect
Exactly,
you.
which is-
But that goes to show you how much you don't respect the culture.
Bitch
Because
behavior.
Pac is untouchable when it comes to the
Exactly.
culture. And you're using him just to go at Kendrick, and you're using his voice to... You're using
And his
voice to say
likability.
His likability. You're saying Joe Budden. you know?
I'll get to that one. See, this is something that he wanted to get ahead of, but a lot of people didn't pay attention to it. It's like, talk about him liking young girls. Do you know why that's important?
Because Joe Budden talked about that a while ago.
No, because, well, that's one.
Yeah.
2, Euphoria. Euphoria is a show.
About teenagers in high school having
Hardcore drugs.
hardcore drugs and uptick sex.
And
all
Drake was an executive
that. Producer. all of that.
producer on Euphoria.
But that's before Euphoria dropped.
And
yeah.
rumors are that he was caught texting one of the young girls
On the show.
on the show.
Of course. he was.
Yeah.
And there's, I need to find it. I found it on Twitter somewhere. There's a picture of him and that young girl when she was 16 on her Instagram, and then a picture of them dating when she turned 18. That's why there's a rumors of grooming
Oof.
running around.
Wow.
Oof.
Okay, so it goes that deep, huh?
Oh, it goes really deep.
Goes
You're
that
so
deep.
mature for your age, actually.
So, so
You really understand the role here.
he's trying to get ahead of any of the rumors. Again, these are allegations and rumors that we don't know if it's true or not.
But he's shedding spotlights.
Yes, we had to wait for the end of the story of Adonis for him to actually fess up and say, "Yeah, here's my son."
Later on.
Yeah. So if this is true, we're gonna know down the road.
But
right?
see, that's the thing. Him coming out with this track that way using Pac's voice, you lost the message before it was even delivered. Like you tried to
Yeah.
put pressure on Kendrick, and that's what basically he's doing with this. With
Yeah,
with
and
the
he's
track.
still calling him 5'5", you are short,
You know,
and you know,
it's like, yo, the West Coast legends are waiting for you to speak up. You can't let the West Coast down. You know, don't fuck this up.
He
Yes.
just basically opened up like the whole like playing field for Kendrick to do whatever the fuck he wants. It's not gonna be as disrespectful
And not
as
just
using
that,
Fox.
he just showed himself to be honestly a child at this. Like you're
is.
joking around and you're making
He's
memes.
16-year-old.
Yeah,
What do you expect?
didn't he also mention Whitney as well,
yes,
which is Kendrick's wife?
Yeah, this
that
happened
was
on push-ups.
Yes, on push-ups, he was saying, you know,
He had a line.
Whitney Houston, the bodyguard, because there was a rumor that what's the name, Whitney, which is Kendrick's wife, has slept with
bodyguard.
with his bodyguard.
Yeah, or had a relationship with
And then later on, he decided, okay, this is not working. I'm going to say that she had a child with one of your friends. We'll get to that. We'll get to that one, right?
But keep in mind, after Drake dropped his push-ups track, Cross jumped in and responded with a great fucking track of his own.
You know what? We're gonna play Rick Ross.
You
No,
know?
no, no, no.
Yeah, like
who?
Rick Ross. Okay.
Rick
Rick
Ross?
Ross had a great
Yeah.
Jumped in, came out of nowhere.
So Drake, when he dropped push-ups, he had a line about Rick Ross, right? And I don't remember what the line was exactly, but he's talking about I made you relevant, basically. Like, you know, you
Yeah.
jumped on track with me, became relevant. And Rick Ross did not wait. The homie went to the
He
studio.
made it so fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Calling
Rick Ross
him-
is always fun.
Calling him BBL Drizzy is one of the funniest
Bro,
things
he's
I've
calling
heard
him a
in my
white
life.
boy. He's
Okay?
calling him a white boy.
This is called Champagne Moments.
Yo, the cover. The cover is just hilarious.
Yeah.
Drake is a white man.
Bro, the beat is so good. The beat is
Fish tanks and marble floors, living big and bad. Niggas laugh until they hit with my official jab. Crack smoke is the exhaust from my pen and pad. Ghost writers, they get the floss, what you could have had. Record label taking a loss, are you in your bag? You a worker on the chart, don't make me laugh. Get the mind, tell by my watch, this a different time. Living fine, I'm getting high as your shit decline. Who believes he moving keys in his Louis V's? Run up on you and snatch your chain, watch you bitches bleed. Feel the pain or just describe where you really ride. Either you niggas getting money or ready to die. B.I.G. or give a fuck if you Chi-Ali. You got it and you keep it tucked if you be by me. Do the job, better known as the Charles Schwab. Double R spread through the yard and I swear to God. Pop a perk for the field, go and count me a meal. Kill you niggas for free, do it all for the thrill. Niggas leaking they records when we speaking directly. If we keeping it gangster, when you see me you check me.
Yeah.
when you see me, you check me. Robin.
This was a hard track that
Such a good track.
that everybody ignored because they thought, oh, yeah, you know what? No, you're not important.
Because people don't get, honestly, people don't appreciate, honestly. And people are clowning Rick Ross for being, whatever, fat or jumping onto the battle late.
He's all right, he's skinny now.
No, but this was a great
Slim
response,
Ross.
bro. This was, and then he went for a full week just clowning Drake, calling him BBL Drizzy and white boy, and
And
like,
we'll get to that.
And Drake texted his mama saying Rick Ross was being racist.
That's also very important.
yeah, literally, Mom, he's racist,
See, that's when you do stupid things that come back to bite you in the ass.
and he posts about it. The fucking idiot.
And
posts
also,
about
it shows that you think that a black man was racist towards you. That means what?
You're white.
You're white. You think you're white,
Aubrey.
You're not black, or you're not black enough.
Aubrey. So on a random Tuesday, Kendrick decided to tell us how much he hates this motherfucker. Okay. At 8:24 a.m., the reason 8:24 is very important. 8 is the number of Kobe, and 24 is the number of Kobe Bryant.
So the greatest and the greatest.
Exactly. And also, there was an interview between Kobe and Kendrick. They would sit next to each other where they're telling, I see myself in you.
They asked Kobe, like, who do you see yourself in the rap game? He's like, this guy, Kendrick, obviously. He has the hunger. He has the drive to be the greatest. He has, the desire to take no shit from anybody. And that's just like me.
Even the main killer, Obama, loves Kendrick Lamar.
The number one black killer.
Exactly. He is the real number one. black
Globally
killer.
recognized.
Yes. Mr. Drone.
Said Kendrick.
Light
So-
Skin King.
So I have
Obama saying with Jones and Patron. Anyway, sorry.
I have a theory. I have a theory on why this track is called Euphoria. It's not just a reference to the show. It's called because that feeling of happiness that we all got when we heard when it just started. That is why Euphoria brought, dude, because everybody was waiting for this.
I need to open up.
And it just made me personally so happy to hear the response is here.
I aspire to hate this much.
No. I aspired to feel this much. I genuinely think the entire rap game smiled collectively as soon as they heard this track start playing. And genuinely, I think that's the euphoria that's being talked about.
That's
here.
the hero's moment.
Before we play Euphoria, this is an old.
Jewish. He doesn't really identify. All loves to Jews, but he's not Jewish.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand,
But he wasn't there. He didn't read his portion, first of all.
you didn't have a bar mitzvah.
Come on. Are you serious?
You had a. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Just tell it. You don't understand how big you're about to be in the Jew world. Right?
You don't understand how big it is.
Yo,
First of all, I live in an all-Jewish area. So
Where?
I went
Where
to
is that?
Forest Hill.
Okay.
I went to a predominantly Jewish school growing up. I definitely had a bar mitzvah in an Italian restaurant, mind you.
My lord.
Yeah.
A nice Italian restaurant?
A very nice
Okay.
Italian restaurant. The song of the night was Backstreet Boys' I Want It That Way.
You are younger.
Yo.
Forget about it.
Yeah, man. I was in there. I was in synagogue. I had my yarmulke on.
Hebrew school, the whole nine. You did. No Hebrew
See,
school?
I cheated. I didn't really.
So you just did that? No. Your
just collected the money.
parents are nice.
Yeah.
So they let you do the bar mitzvah without having to do the fucking Hebrew school. So your mom's Jewish.
My mother's Jewish, and we have great Jewish dinners like Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur.
First text message you ever sent me.
We have great Jewish dinners.
All right.
I don't think there is that doesn't exist, a great Jewish dinner, but okay. Sure.
What do you mean? Gefilte fish is great.
مرة.
What, you never liked Israeli hummus?
and this is just another reference to him literally being lost in his identity. Like you don't even know who you are.
Actually, that's something that I want to show. Well, I'll do it.
Let's go back to Euphoria.
So, actually, I know exactly what I was looking for because we're gonna start off Euphoria, and it was very important to go find this beat.
I mean, you know what?
Didn't find the beat.
The cover was the definition of Euphoria.
Not
so?
just that. The cover was the definition of Euphoria. It talked about, within the definition, it talked about the series ending win on Tuesday's game. And it dropped on a Tuesday. The reference to the show, the happiness that we all felt when we heard the track. And
I don't think it was about that.
I'm just telling you, that's my theory.
I think this is him hinting on you're a pedophile.
Because of the show.
Oh,
So
not
it's
only
the show
because of the
reference.
show. Drake mentioned it in that AI clip for a reason, because he knows it's going to come back to haunt him. That there are rumors that he grooms young women.
Yeah,
right?
Drake the self-snitcher.
Also, not only is there proof that he does, I'm going to play a clip that I found. This is from 2021. I don't know how legit this is, but this was on TikTok. if this would actually, oh my bad.
The absolute, unbiased source.
Basically just to text girls to invite to Drake's. Her job was basically just to text girls to invite to Drake's parties.
Oh, sweetie, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Now, everything I'm about to tell you is 100% true, and this information came to me from one of the crew members on Drake's tour. This was the guy who did all the tech stuff, and he told me that Drake has an employee whose job is to go around town looking for super hot girls. He finds the girls and then he interviews them, and out of all the girls he interviews, he picks the one that he thinks is the best. Then he drives her to Drake's place. Drake has sex with her, and then he drives her home. So basically, Drake has his own private Tinder.
Yo. What the
His
fuck?
own private Tinder.
We don't know if it's real or not. We have no idea. This is from 2021, by the way.
Yikes, bro.
Yeah, this is all allocated until someone can come out with actual proof.
Probably Drake.
He's gonna snitch on himself.
Yes, exactly. President.
He's done it before. Yikes,
Alright.
bro.
And so,
Everything they say about me is true.
what's the rest of the line?
No, that's the line.
Yeah, but what's the rest of it?
I'm a fraud.
Thank you. I'm a phony.
A phony? Okay.
This was Richard Pryor saying it in a movie called The Wiz, which is like the ghetto Wizard of Oz.
It was just about a
Right?
scam artist or something, right?
And no, basically, this scene is when he admitted that he's a fraud, he's a phony, that he's not really who he says he is, right? And I think one of the reasons why he used this also, not because I'm telling him a phony, there's a theme with everything that Drake does, which is showing black culture and everything he does. So he knows that he never seen this movie in his life because he saw The Wizard of Oz. He never seen The Wiz, okay? You're not black enough for this, okay?
I can't unhear the Pryor's voice.
Yes, this is him.
Yeah.
Euphoria.
I want to ask you a question before I continue this. Do we want to stop and discuss, or you want to play the whole track 6 minutes long? We need to stop and discuss.
We need to stop and discuss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what the sample is?
This one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to say it?
Was it Marvin Gaye or Al Green?
Al Green.
Al Green.
Al Green, the guitarist.
No, that was in 616.
That wasn't?
That was in
Are you sure?
616. Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, this was Teddy Pendergrass.
Yes.
Yeah, this was Teddy Pendergrass.
Them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful. Why calculate you not as calculated? I can even predict your angle.
Me and Sultan, right? Yeah, like we were talking the day before this came out, and I was talking to him about how Drake looks crazy right now, posting nonstop. You drop push-ups, then you drop the AI joint. You keep getting on Twitter every 10 minutes talking about, yo, I'm here. I'm on Instagram stories. Oh, I'm not gonna let you go. Oh, where you at? Where you at?
He's acting like a child.
Exactly. Yeah. You looked crazy. And he's telling you right here,
Your antics look
you're
distasteful.
moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful.
And I agree with that 100%. Like
100%.
The AI voice song was so distasteful to me, and I love how he called it out like so simply.
Not only that,
You're looking crazy, homie.
it shows you that Drake really cares how social media looks at him, because he knows his win is because of social media.
Like you're already trying too hard, and by trying too hard, you're already losing, homie.
And I calculate you're not as calculated. I can even predict your angle. This was so beautiful because he smacked them upside the head at the end of this, right?
I see
Not
where
this track, down the line.
Exactly. I see already where
I already
you're gonna go, and I can tell you that it's not gonna work, and I'm calling it out before it even comes out. This is foreshadowing.
Fabricate.
What's that?
This is foreshadowing, like
Yes.
literally foreshadowing.
Yes. All right. Now, this is also an important line.
Fabricating stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale. A pathetic master manipulator, I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist, you a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection.
This was such a good line, bro.
It's an amazing line.
This was such a good line.
As someone who grew up wearing FUBU, okay.
Likewise.
So explain FUBU to people. There was a brand in mid 90s, early 90s called FUBU, which meant for us by us,
Yes.
which
no.
was the African,
90s.
the African and the black community decided, you know what, this is going to be our brand, this is going to be our wear, our style.
And it was jerseys, it was oversized shirts, and
Exactly.
it was something that actually came out at a time where Tommy Hilfiger was big at that time.
Tommy Hilfiger infiltrated the rap scene and started using Snoop, what's his name, Aaliyah, and all these big rappers and put them in Tommy Hilfiger so for it to be popular.
And then apparently he came out as well at that time, and he said that he didn't like that.
Yeah.
All of his,
he was
you know,
racist.
he was all these black people are wearing my clothes.
But I think he was singing for the whites.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, he actually did
So,
that.
but again, the fact that look at this line, his layer is just within this one line, right?
Like in the Tommy Hilfiger for you stood out. You would love to look like the rappers who wore Tommy Hilfiger, but FUBU? Nah.
That's the real shit.
Yeah, you don't know anything about FUBU. You're not real.
You don't even have that.
Again.
I make music that electrify 'em. You make music that pacify 'em. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
I gotta pause. Before the beat drop.
Acts of kindness.
Okay.
That's just
I make
hard,
music
bro.
that electrify him, which is 100%.
True.
True.
You make music that pacify him.
Double entendre here.
Double entendre here. One.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pacify the culture. You don't
Pacify
take-
as in put them to sleep, as in
Correct.
nothing new, nothing.
And
But-
also,
young girls.
Pacifier.
and also the reason Pacify is so hilarious in this because Drake noticed early on that all these OGs don't care for him. So again, I told you, Drake and social media. So Drake went to the streamers. He went to Kysent, Adam Ross, academics, and he built a relationship with them over the time.
He went to the children.
Exactly.
He played Fortnite with
He
Ninja.
put money in their pockets. You know, he played along with them. He was there around. Why? So the second something comes out, they have his back.
And he can stay relevant as well.
Exactly. So when Certified Lover Boy came out, Academics was playing it live on his stream where he fell asleep.
I remember
Wow.
that. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
And this is why you make music that pacify him.
Oh, that's just another one. I didn't see that one, bro. Lullabies them to sleep, literally, homie.
Know you're a master manipulator, which is true. A habitual liar too, which is true. You live up all these fantasies of gangsters and all these rich people that you say that you are.
But they'll tell no lies about me, and
And
I'll
I
tell no
I won't
truth.
tell truths about you.
That's just that's just cold, bro.
That's a promise, not a
That's
threat.
no, that's a dangerous way of ending this. Like, yo, I'm letting you know.
I want to read this line first before I play it because once I play it, I don't want to stop it for a second. Okay. When he's like, yeah, I'm out the way. Yeah, I'm low. Okay. The island right here is remote. Okay. Oh, y'all think I'm ducking? You think I'm hiding?
Yeah, no.
No. I'm on this remote island just vibing.
Chilling.
And then he says, I ain't thinking about no reaper. I'm reaping what I sow. Okay. So I'm not worried about you. Whatever I put myself into, I'm ready for it.
This is the next verse.
This is aggression.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I don't give a living fuck who you are and who's around you. I hate you.
I'm coming prepared.
And I'm coming at you with everything that I have, and I'm never going to stop. Then there was a line that's also debatable. It says, got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house like I'm Joel okay.
We're talking about Michael Jackson's dad.
Joe Jackson.
Joe Jackson is Michael Jackson's dad.
And who's Benjamin?
Joe Benjamin.
Nope.
Money.
Michael Jackson's rat. Anyway, so Michael Jackson had a rat named Ben.
Oh, right. Yeah, wow. That's a pull. I forgot about that.
Okay, damn, that's a deep cut.
So basically saying he's going to beat you, metaphorically and potentially, literally.
It means I am Joe Jackson. You're in my house, and the rat that's in your crew is also in my house.
Yeesh.
Again, this is speculating.
No, but this
reading
is
through the line.
this is the fun part of it. This is us trying to actually
Now,
literally.
I'm going to play this because
It's got to go on.
yeah, this is just too hard.
Beep, 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 beep.
No. Give me shoe. Give me shoe. Give me shoe.
Talk about hype.
Shoo, shoo, shoo. Beep, 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 beep. I'm out the way, yeah, I'm low, okay. Yeah, the island right here is remote, okay. I ain't thinking about no reaper, nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe, okay. Hellcat, met his homeboys and them types LA solo, okay. Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway. And I might do a show a day. Once a lame, always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power of fame will make you go away. Have you ever played?
Okay.
Start from the top. Start from the top.
All right. Okay. This is amazing, bro.
Yeah.
First off, do you remember and like that when you said it better come with 3 switches?
3 light switches. No, 3 beat switches. Talk about 3 beat switches.
I guess what happened on this beat?
This is 3 beat switches. On this track, we got 3
By
beat
the way,
switches.
a thing that it's gonna be very hard for you to pay attention to. Whoever produced this, the way he let the beat go in and out, not only in silence, certain instruments go in and out. It's crazy.
The bells, bro. The bells. And for me, it was the bells. The bells ringing. Bling, bling.
Hellcat made his homeboys and them types sell they solo. Okay.
So we're talking about the OVO label here.
Yes. He's not calling them dogs. He's calling them cats. And the reason he's saying Hellcats is because Dodge has a car called the Challenger and the Charger, which is a Hellcat, the big version of it. And also, what's this? The more supercharged version of the Hellcat is called the Demon.
Okay.
So, Hellcats and Demons. He ended push up with saying, "Don't wake up the demon."
So he's taking that and he's playing it back and throwing
He's
it back.
playing it so beautifully.
And
right?
not just that. How does he go on with that?
Wait. Everybody want to be demon until they get chipped by a throwaway.
So here, this is what I saw in the comments about this. Like everybody wants to be me, right? Everybody wants to be demon. Yeah, that's how he called himself. I'm the demon, right?
No.
But I'll just give you the explanation. Everybody want to be me, want to be demon until they get chipped by the throwaway. When you look at his label mates, his OVO guys, all of their biggest tracks, are singles for Drake that he doesn't even care about. They're just like throwaway tracks for him. And that's when they blow up. So you're not even giving these guys, the platform they deserve.
He's alluding to, in what you're saying, that his boys are going to turn on him, right? I looked at this. Everybody wants to be a demon until they get caught with a throwaway. What's getting caught with a throwaway?
Throwaway phone?
A phone? Really? I'm going to catch you with a phone? Or I'm going to catch you with an unregistered gun? Or a stray bullet?
Okay. That's another way.
Everybody want to be demon until they get chipped by a throwaway. Oh, bing! Throw that, no evidence.
Yeah,
nothing.
I interpreted that as that, okay, you want to act tough, but you get in your feelings by a throwaway bar or throwaway verse as well.
And at the same time, I want y'all to really understand, in this track, because I don't want to say it over and over again, he is alluding to killing him. There's no other way around it. You want to play murder will happen.
Multiple, and he goes back to that in the next line.
From like that. He already showed them, yo, this could get really disgusting, and I'm down for that. Now, he said, oh, you thought the money and the power of fame would make you go away?
Hell no.
Oh, you thought that you're so strong that you can do whatever you want and no one's going to touch you?
Let you know that I'm here.
And then he says,
have you ever played?
First off, I apologize for all your ears. Okay? that was stupid of me. I apologize.
Money, the power of fame will make you go away. Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play. Have you ever watch your enemy down like with a poker face? Have you ever paid 500,000 like to an open case? Well, I have, and I failed at both, but I came out straight.
I hate when a rapper talk about guns, then somebody die, they turn into nuns, then hop online like pray for my city. He faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer, he wanna be Junior, they must have forgot the shit that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park your son.
I park your son.
All right.
Let it get shaky.
All right. I think there's a track called Have You Ever?
Okay.
There's a game that you play as a kid.
Have you ever?
Have you ever? Right? And so he says, have you ever played Have You Ever? Okay, let's play. And then he says, have you ever walked your enemy down like with a poker face?
So no.
So no, I haven't walked your enemy down. Have you ever paid 500,000 like to an open case?
Probably not. No.
Yes, he did.
He did.
The sexual
assault allegations.
Sexual assault allegation.
Here's 500K and go away.
500K for it to go away.
Okay. So this is basically me showing the difference between me
the
and
reason
you.
it's very hard to understand this is because he says, well, I have, and I failed at both, but I came out straight. But with that line, what tells me is that I am untouchable. I will go to any extent and I'll be fine. I'm not worried about you. I'm not worried about your crew. I'm not worried about nobody. I am straight, whether in battle or in peace. I'm straight.
I looked at it a little bit differently. I looked at it in terms of like, this is who I am and this is who you are. Like, look at these two different worlds we're living in.
Oh, we're going to get to that.
That was already established. That was already established.
Like we are nowhere near in terms of our own life.
He's faking for likes and digital hugs. It reminds me so much of J. Cole. He's talking about guns. Then also at the same time, he's the preacher. Yo,
Pray for the city.
Pray for everybody.
Pray for the city.
Pray for the city.
Pray for the fam.
Now this bar, his daddy a killer. He want to be junior. They must have forgot the shit that they done.
J Prince.
J Prince, because Drake said J Prince is like a father to me. J Prince is. Everyone knows that he's the gangster that's behind Drake. He's the one that's protecting him. That Drake is paying for protection and also gets a cut off his music and stuff. So J Prince was the guy that came between him and Push and told him not to release anything and stopped the whole thing.
And this is one of the people that was alluded to getting cuts. Like you signed to that guy and
I
he
said
signed to that guy.
I just said that.
Yeah.
And again, he said his dad is a killer. He want to be junior. So you just don't want to be killer. You're not real.
You just want to be like daddy.
Now, dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I'll park his son, right? Everybody is paying attention to dementia and Parkinson's. Okay.
Shaky, Parkinson's, yeah.
Park your son. I also took it as this is one of the many entendres of Drake, right? When I was growing up, when I say I'm going to park you, it means two things. I'm going to beat your ass or I'm going to kill you. So he's literally saying, dementia must run in his family. Y'all must forget that people can get at you. If it gets shaky, I'm going to park his son. So, yo, J Prince, your son, I'm parking your son.
Come get your boy.
Come get your boy.
Basically.
This is crazy.
Yikes.
This is threatening.
This is deep, bro.
I love it.
No, this is analysis. This is like levels
bro,
of analysis.
I'm telling you.
This is what happens when you have days.
I park your son. The very first time I shot me and Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nigga make Pac turn in his grave. Cut the business, you got shit twisted. What is it, the brakes? I hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more. Okay.
I love this line so much. It's like, what? I hurt your feelings? You don't work with me?
You like braids?
Okay.
You like braids?
I feel like they're both in cubicles.
Bro, that's funny. There's a level of pettiness about this track that I absolutely love, right? And again, we go back to the double entendres, the double play on meaning. First time I shot at Drake.
Yes.
What is
the
it?
homie
Drake?
has told me to aim this way. I didn't point down enough today. I'll show you. I learned from those mistakes.
So two things here.
Point low enough.
Shot a Drake.
Drake is a Draco.
A Drake is a gun, a Draco, and a Drake is a male duck. So like again, like I'm talking about you. You're like,
and at the same
you're
time,
foul. You're not even.
The first time I took a shot at you, I didn't aim low enough.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let you know that I learned from those mistakes.
And keep in mind, I'm aiming low, so
Yes.
you are beneath me
Yes.
here. Yeah, I'm not aiming up, bro. Yeah.
I am sonning you. You are my son. I'm going to teach you manners. I'm going to teach you how to be a man. This is
One by
crazy
one.
disrespectful.
One by one.
And
One
I
by
love
one.
This. I love this so much. Let's get to the goats.
So when do we start? I know,
And I see two of them kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death, and in 8 bars I'll explain that phrase.
please.
It's nothing nobody can tell me. I don't wanna talk on no celly. You know I got language barriers. It's no accent you can sell me. Your Cole and Ivory know I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. I don't like you popping shit.
Yo, hold on.
Take it back. Take it back.
I need to.
Hold on. Okay.
I see
figuring
two
this
goats on stage hugging and kissing.
Yes.
Right?
He was talking about the clip of Drake and J. Cole on stage on one of the tours and they high-fiving each other and
Recently.
hugging each other. He's like, I love him to death. And 8 bars, I'll explain that phrase. He's like, there's nothing that no one can tell me, right? I'm not here to talk on no cell phone. Like, don't call me. Don't talk to me. Don't be my friend. I don't give a shit about both of you.
And that's a reference to something J. Cole said. He's like, yo, I want to be friends with these guys, before our time has passed.
Let's do yoga together.
You know, I got language barriers, which means also it's no accent you can sell me. So Drake, I don't know how you're gonna call me with any accent that you have.
Fuck your accents.
I do not understand this bullshit.
Yeah.
Right?
You keep switching up
Colin
accents.
Arbery, they both know that I'm selfish and the crown is heavy. I want to be the only GOAT. I said, motherfuck the big three. It's only big me. I'm reminding you again. And I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. YNW Melly has a case. He has a song called "Murder on My Mind."
Is a rapper.
Okay, no ad libs. YNW Melly released a track called "Murder on My Mind," and in this track, he was alluding to killing 2 of his friends and driving around the city with them before disposing the body. And Kendrick is telling you, I pray that they are my friends. If not, I am YNW Melly. I'm gonna kill both of you. I'm gonna drive around the city, and I'm gonna throw your body. This is scary. This is crazy.
This is next level.
And remember what I told you about the beat? This is where the beat changes again without you even noticing. The beat didn't change. It's just listen.
You're Cole and Ivory, know I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. I don't like you popping shit at Pharrell. For him, I inherit the beef. Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you Pusha-T. You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me. He's Terrence Thornton, I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet. We ain't gotta get personal, this a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. I know some shit about niggas that make gonna wanna look like a saint. This ain't been about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who the greatest. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we, it's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Yo.
Okay. I get it.
Yo.
It's not just about me, yo. We all agree on this shit.
Yo, I put a comment, by the way.
I saw it.
660, you saw it?
I saw it.
What did I put?
You say it. I won't drop you the honor of saying it.
Say it.
I don't remember it actually.
This is why. هي الثقافة والتسفيل.
Oh wow. No, but I love how direct it is, you know? Like, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat. I just don't like you, bro. I just don't like anything about you.
I'm gonna inherit Pharrell's beat. You're talking about pushing. He's like, you're better off pushing.
Push a P.
No, he's like, no. Okay, relax. First off, we're saying too many pushes around here. He was basically alluding to, yo, you're better off going after Pusha-T than coming around trying to push me.
And you haven't even got back to that.
He's basically saying, hey, Pusha-T did hurt you, but you're really better off going against him again for round 2 than coming at me. Bro, like, there's so many murder happening in this.
And then every single line behind line.
Who's Terrence?
Terrence Crawford?
I think it's a
both
boxer.
Terrence
Thornton and Crawford.
Terrence Thornton is Pusha T's real name. So that's Terrence Thornton.
Okay.
I'm Terrence Crawford, which is a undefeated boxer.
Yep. I was about to just read it.
Yeah,
I'm whipping feet. I'm here to whoop feet.
And I'm not letting you go. I am right now in the kill zone, literally.
And whooping feet, Turks, is slang for beating somebody so hard that they fall out of their shoes.
Nice.
Knock him out of his shoes.
Nice.
Keep going.
It's always about love and hate. Okay, you need to understand. This man hates him.
With his soul.
No, like, this man really hates him.
With his chest.
He despises everything about Drake. He doesn't think Drake should exist in life. This is like real hate that I support 100%. Yes.
No, it is.
I applaud.
I applaud.
No, but it
Like,
really is.
why? When I heard this, I was like, why didn't I think of that? I'm angry at myself here.
But it goes to show you where they come from. We are talking about someone who grew up in Compton. Like if like the man grew up with hip hop in his veins, in the air, he breathed it.
Oh no, it's beyond that now.
And we're comparing it to someone who
had a bar mitzvah.
Had a bar mitzvah.
With Backstreet Boys playing.
Exactly. And is someone who is an actor who's confused about his identity.
He's like, I know some shit that make Gunna want to look like a saint. Gunna, there's rumors about him being a rat because in Young Thug's case, someone kind of ratted out some things and they think it's him, right? So he's saying even Gunna, that everyone thinks he's a rat, I have information
It's gonna make him
that
blush.
is way worse than even someone ratting someone out. He's given him so many warnings and so many levels for him to understand, you do not want to play this. Don't play no antics. Don't do no bullshit. Then he's like, yo, this is not about critics or anything. I just thought, I like you. I hate you. I hate the way you walk. I hate the way you talk. Everyone send me the DMX clip saying, yo, this is what he was referencing to.
Oh, yeah.
Also remember, DMX did apologize. Okay, so take it or leave it.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. There's a
Okay.
clip of him apologizing. Right? And
But see, that's the thing.
Yo,
That he is kind of really echoing that sentiment, right? Like it's kind of what DMX said, and that DMX is someone who's real, someone who actually grew up in the culture, is part of the culture.
Ladies and gentlemen, it will only get meaner from here.
Oh yes, and we're barely halfway. And again, I notice I said we. It's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling. He didn't say this is what the culture is saying. It's
Feeling.
like this is how the whole culture feels. It feels like you don't respect women. You got nothing but bitches around you, which is true. It's just true. He only has nothing but hoes around him, which I will get back to when it comes to having a daughter. Okay, so everything around him, it's all just a bunch of sexy
Unreal.
red. Literally, we'll get to sexy red.
Oh, we're gonna get to sexy red.
Let's get into this. How many fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gonna make him bring back Puff. Let me see if Shubs really crashed something.
That was a line.
Shub, it's crashed on the right. Shubs is his bodyguard.
Correct.
And he wants to see if Shubs really about that life, that he's willing to actually go to toe to toe.
And bring back Puff is because there was an incident that happened in 2015 where they
Puff
met up in a
smacked-
club and
smacked
Puff
him across the
slapped
face.
him.
Oh.
But Jay Prince called Puff and Puff apologized.
Okay. Nonetheless.
But he still got smacked.
He still got smacked.
Notice I said we, it's not just me, I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies, I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back Puff, let me see if Chubbs really crash something. Yeah, my first one like my last one, it's a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that, then tell them where you get your abs from. V12, it's a fast one, bow, bow, bow. Last one, headshot for the year, you better walk around like that.
Core stomach.
No.
Yeah, that line.
I love this so much. I love this so much. Let your core audience. Okay, it's like my first one's like my last one. It's a classic. You don't have one,
Which is true.
which is true. Arguable.
Arguable.
Some people think some of Drake's albums are actually classics. I also do not think that way. I think Mad Kid just destroys all of it.
Obviously.
And also, Mad Kid has been on the charts for over 600 weeks nonstop.
10 years now.
Yeah, something like that. And one. And here he's like, if you don't have one, let your core audience, core,
Exactly.
let your core audience,
That's the line.
your core, ladies and gentlemen,
Correct.
stomach that. Where's your core?
It's in your stomach.
Right here,
Yeah.
right?
Stomach.
Abs.
Then tell him where you get your abs from,
Snip, snip, snip.
right? Oh, no. Do you understand why he says V12? It's a fast one.
No.
There is a exercise machine.
It's not an exercise machine.
You know those made for TV
Nope.
thingies?
It's not an exercise machine. A V12 is a machine that sucks out fat.
Okay.
It's a liposuction.
It's like a liposuction.
Okay. I thought it was
So-
like a rubbing gear.
No. It's a whole machine.
Belly kind of thing.
No. It's a V12. It's called a V12. Y'all can Google it.
Okay.
Right? I did. Okay.
I just made sure.
And it basically what Rick Ross said, yo, where's your abs? Where's your BBL? Right? He was telling him, oh yeah,
That's
remember
where
the
you got it
V12?
from.
Yeah, that's what you got your abs from. Let your core audience stomach that.
Yeah, and
There's so many stomachs and cores and abs in one
Core,
place.
stomach, abs, all in one line. That's
I
a
also
triple
s-
entendre, ladies and gentlemen.
I also saw it as this on his audience. Like, yeah, your core audience, Becky, Jessica, Whitney, whatever. Mark.
Let them stomach that.
Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. You know what that's means to me?
Put a helmet on, homie.
Put a helmet on.
Exactly, because there's a dot that's going to be on your
Yeah,
head.
Exactly.
And bro, there's so many ways he's telling these guys going to get killed.
Protect your neck.
Yeah, like protect everything. I'm not fucking around here. For the whole year, you better have a helmet on.
And this was
Like a special needs child.
and this was only the second part of the song.
And then it says, remember?
Okay.
All right, by the way, this is another beat switch that's just wild, okay?
V12, it's a fast one. Bow, bow, bow. Last one. Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember? Hey, top dog, who the fuck they think they playing with? Extortion, my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you like being famous. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Surprised you wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. I even hate when you say the word nigga. But that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. Ain't even gotta be deep, I guess.
I hate you so much, okay, that, hey man, like you can say the N-word if you want, but it's just very cringy to me. And my hate for you is so deep that anything you do, I just hate you.
It's just, and that's the thing, you're just cringe. You got to the level of cringe. So
And also, he talked about Lil Yachty giving him swag, which everybody knew. That
Which is
Lil Yachty writes
hilarious,
for
by
him,
the
gives
way.
him swag, and
And
tells him how to be cool.
Yeah.
Everyone knows this. Oh, a black guy telling him how to be black. So,
Like, let me go hang out with this young black guy.
I hate the way you walk away. Yo, bro. I love this. I love this. I just love this in so many ways. I'm allergic to the lame shit. Extorting my middle name. This is going to come back later on. Extorting my middle name. We still do not know what it is for. But
Came out a couple times.
Yeah, this is going to come later on. Still, okay, some shit is cringeworthy. Ain't got to deep, I guess. But this next one.
Some shit just cringeworthy. Ain't even gotta be deep, I guess. Still love when you see success. Everything with me is blessed. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat. I'm knowing they call you the boy, but where's the man? Cause I ain't seen him yet.
Matter of fact, I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed him back?
When I see you stand by sexy.
When I heard this line, it reminds me of Eminem, which Kendrick loves.
And who Eminem also respects Kendrick very much.
And Kendrick said it a long time ago that he loved the voices that Eminem used to do of different characters, right? And that one is like, matter of fact, I ain't bleed him yet. Can I bleed him? But it sounded so much like Eminem, right?
Yeah, true.
And then the next one is like, he's talking about 6 years.
And here he's just going in harder. Can I
Yeah.
bleed him? Yeah, let's go. Let's
Yes.
go harder.
Let's go. He's like, the next one's, because I want to play them to finish. When I see you stand by Sexy Red, which is a rapper, she's ugly as hell. I believe you see two bad bitches. Which
So you're
means
calling
that,
you a bad bitch.
yeah,
basically.
so basically when you see yourself standing around women, you feel you want to look the prettiest and the baddest of them. Right? This is what he's saying.
That's why you pout, homie.
I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
So
so
you're calling me
disrespectful.
a bitch who wants to pop ass, basically.
Then he said, let's speak on percentage. This is what kills push-ups for him. Let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits, and I'll make sure I double back with you. So, show your numbers. I'll show you mine. You want to talk about push-ups and give me 50?
And here
show me your splits.
we go back to the line that Kendrick, that Pusha-T threw 10 plus years ago.
Which is you are signed
Signed
to a
in-
person, that's signed to
exactly.
another person, that's signed to another person, right? And then the cease and desist on the Like That record, there was an email that came out that's saying that Drake's team tried to stop it from getting on radio.
Because it's kecha.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, it hurt his feelings.
And then he says, oh, what? You don't even like that record? Back to back. I like that record. I'm going to get back to that for the record.
Which is...
And Entitled called it. Entitled was like, yo, that line means he's going to be dropping soon. I still think that back to back, we're going to get back to it later on down the line. And I think it's going to be part of how Have You Ever.
Okay.
So I that's what I think. But anyway, let's continue this.
Red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits. I'll make sure I double back with you. You assigned to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed to that nigga. Try cease and desist on a Like That record. Oh, what? You ain't like that record? Back to back. I like that record. I'ma get back to that for the record. Why would I call around trying to get dirt on niggas? Y'all thinking my life is rap? That's whole shit. I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that. Waking them up, know nothing about that. Then tell them to pray, know nothing about that. Then giving them tools to walk through life like day by day, know nothing about that. Teaching them morals, integrity, discipline. Listen, man, you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering. You don't know nothing about that. Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you. Yeah, bring them out too, I clean them out too. Tell Bean that he better stay right with you. Am I battling ghosts or AI? Nigga feeling like Joel Austin. Funny, he was in a film called AI. And my sixth sense telling me to off him.
So many good lines here. So many good lines
many
here.
references.
So
Yes.
many good lines.
Sixth
bro.
Sense, Ghost Riders, AI.
No, not just that. Joel Osteen in The Sixth Sense was a ghost. He
one-
was dead. He wasn't.
No. That line proves that Kendrick was angry when he wrote it because the actor is Haley Joel Osteen.
Exactly.
Joel
I
Osteen.
think he was trying to combine both of them.
Yeah, Joel Osteen is a mega preacher, so you can tell he was like, I don't know, like he sounds enough. Yeah, he's the guy.
But he's a mega preacher who's known for.
And he was just preaching a second ago, by the way.
Selling, a lot of shit to his members, which basically it goes back to the scam artist, the master manipulator. You're like one of these mega church preachers that you can't really trust them at the end of the day.
Plus, Joel Osteen is known for selling "quote unquote" the prosperity gospel.
There we go.
Which is basically believe in God and money will come. Money is basically proof that God loves you.
It goes back to what you were saying before. Like you don't have morals, you don't have integrity, you don't have religion. You're not even raising your child the right way.
This is him saying you are not a man. This wasn't about him saying, "Oh, you're a bad father." No, he's saying you do not have morals or codes. You are not a man.
You're a boy.
Exactly.
You think my life is rap? I got a son to raise.
Exactly. Stop paying people trying to get information on me, which he came back to again later on, and he's saying, "Hey, you put out money and you got no receipts. You got nothing." So stop looking for things and just go be a man. Grow the fuck up. Get a woman.
Literally.
Get married.
Grow the
Raise your
fuck up.
children. Right? Give them like value, goals, something. Be a human. You piece of shit.
This is beyond us talking about you being a rapper and making money. No. We're talking about the essence of human decency.
ربي عيالك يا ورع.
Yep. Exactly. And then he goes back to this one, right?
It's all in the coffin. Yeah, OB-ho niggas is dick riders. Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. What I learned is niggas don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. Pick a nigga off one at a time with it. We can be on a 3-hour time difference. Don't speak on the family, Crody. It can get deep in the family, Crody. Talk about me and my family, Crody. Someone go bleed in your family, Crody. I be at New Hall King eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy, Crody. Tell me your cheese and farm. We can do this right now on the camera, Crody. Hey, fuck y'all niggas, I don't trust y'all niggas. I wave one finger and thump y'all niggas like, Field goal punt y'all niggas, they punk y'all niggas. Nobody never took my food. Whoever that's fucking with them, fuck you niggas and fuck the industry too. If you take it there, I'm taking it further. Psst, that's something you don't wanna do. Ooh.
The boogeyman.
We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. Stop.
Honestly, yani, I just this was a masterclass in dissecting somebody.
I think when he was saying Crody, he was talking shit about the Crips in Canada.
Yeah, which is a play on the Canadian term Brody, but
yes,
gang culture, whatever passes for gang culture in
Bloods
Canada.
don't say C's and Crips don't say B's.
But I also saw like this clip of Drake calling
saying he has a cat that's Cody. That's also another one, which is hilarious because if you read it and exactly if it's about his cat, he's literally calling him a pussy in every single line.
Talk about family, Crody. You know?
Yeah.
Honestly, shout out to New Ho King. You are the biggest winner from this entire debacle.
Yes, New Ho King is a restaurant, not Shamsi's Finsta.
Okay. Also, the reason he mentioned it is because there was this rapper called I think Sizzla or something like that.
I don't know, Scissor, I don't care.
Anyway, this rapper allegedly, or actually it's 100%, he pulled up on Drake and robbed him at gunpoint.
Okay.
And then he was found dead.
Oh shit.
Okay.
When was that?
This is like in 2009.
Interesting.
And
way back.
If you look at this guy's Rizzle, or whatever his name is, if you look at his music video, the one he shot before he got killed, he was
at the
walking into
restaurant?
New Ho
New
King.
Ho King.
Oh wow.
Plus, there's
The layers, the layers
Bro,
of
not just
this.
that, when this
The layers is crazy.
the track dropped and everybody started going to the restaurant. Everybody started dropping 5-star reviews in the restaurant, and the restaurant just popped, bro.
and there's another layer to this because when Drake got jumped, he wanted to file a police report.
Yes.
And his homie said, "What do you mean? You're gonna snitch on the guy? What is this bitch behavior, my friend?"
What is this bitch behavior?
Tell them to run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. He's telling you, bro, I am after you, son.
Second Amendment.
Bro, when Kendrick got the key to the city of Compton, right? When I think it was the governor or I don't know who was giving him the key. It's just like, by the way, we made sure this key is better than Drake's. This is the city of Compton. This is what he means, the city of Compton. And then him saying in the track after that we're not going to play the whole thing because it's boring, right? He was saying, oh, you never planted no money trees in your neighborhood. When there's the senator saying that Kendrick has given over hundreds of thousands of dollars to the community and $50,000 to the music program of his high school. So you're running off of manipulator, habitual liar. All those things come back.
Bullshitter, basically. Creating stories, creating angles.
What I learned is guys do not like the West Coast, right? And then the next time I said, I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. Pick them off one at a time with it. Oh, if y'all land in LA, your boys, your team, your daddy, your mama, any of them, you're in my city. I'm going to show you who's big in my city.
And it's actually scary to me he's using that heritage reference in verse of violence. Like, yo, when we talk about violence, this is not pretend. This is something real. We've grown up with this. This is part of...
You think it's a joke.
Yeah. If you think we're pretending here in LA or in Compton or wherever, you know, that where we are. But this gang culture, this gang shit is actual real shit. It's not a joke. And y'all up in Canada... Bro, honestly, the line that he don't make Tupac turn his grave, that line, like, and there's so many just good lines from this whole track, and Thank you, Kendrick. It did make me feel happy.
And we were enjoying ourselves, and then this
Nigga,
myth
I said
came
it,
out.
I know that you mad. I've emptied the clip over friendlier jabs. You mentioned my seed, and I deal with his dad. I gotta go bad, I gotta go bad.
Good beat selection here.
Okay, first off, amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
And this one
Amazing,
specifically,
amazing.
I didn't like the second one.
First off, you saying that, oh, you talked about my seed, now I gotta go bad. You talked about his wife and kid and shit early on. Do you have like dementia or some
Bro,
shit?
I just the
Karen.
way the way
Very Karen.
I'm gonna go bad now.
Yeah.
You know?
Rawr.
Don't make
Yeah,
me be a demon.
Also, this track from Drake called "Meet the Family," and the music video.
Was
he
Meet
took-
My Family Matters? Wasn't
Was it Family Matters?
Yeah.
Family Matters, yes. He in the music video, he took the van from Good Kid, Mad City, and they drove around the city where they go and they crush it.
Yumma.
Right.
So keep in mind, he went to the. He went. No, for real. Sure, it's in terms of imagery, it's clever. But in terms of effort, it shows you just how much you're thinking about this. That you're going to all this effort just to show. Oh, look at me squishing you. Rawr.
Dude.
I was really trying to keep it PG. I was really trying to keep it PG. If you had a set, they give your ass a DP. But you civilian gang in real life, you PC. You know who really bang and set my nigga YG.
That's the first thing you talk about?
Really bang and set my nigga Chuck T. You
I have gangsters around me.
CB.
And about
that
to
nigga cold, losing sleep on this, it ain't me. You better have some paperwork or that shit fake T. Can't be rapping about no ratting that we can't read. I mean, it's true, a nigga slime me for my AP. Just like how Metro nigga slime him for his main squeeze. Out here begging for attention, nigga, say please. Always rapping like you about to get the slaves freed. You just acting like an activist, it's make believe. Don't even go back to your hood and plant no money trees. Say you hate the girls I fuck, but what you really mean? I've been with black and white and everything that's in between. You the black messiah, wifing up a mixed queen. And hit vanilla cream to help out with your self-esteem. On some Bobby shit, I wanna know what Whitney need. All that puppy love was over in y'all late teens. Why you never hold your son and tell him say cheese? We could've left the kids out of this, don't blame me. You a dog and you know it, you just play sweet. Your baby mama captions always screaming, save me. You did it dirty all your life, you tryna make peace. I heard that one of them little kids might be day free.
This was the big shot.
No.
This last line.
No.
There was another big shot.
There was multiple big shots here. I don't know why you're talking about Kendrick not posting up with his kids and shit. I mean,
That's weird.
I mean, you did that.
No, but
Okay? You literally did that shit.
he cares about fatherhood,
Right? And here, when he's talking about, so you brought Kendrick's wife into it, and then you brought his kids into it, and now you're saying you're the one who did this, so I got to do this to you, right? Like, yo, I don't want to do this, but I got to.
I tried to keep it
You're
PG.
trying to build that hype of like, yo, I'm about to drop something big. So you're telling Kendrick that he needs to have like receipts for whatever he's saying to prove what he's saying about him, right? But you out here saying that his son is not even his son, that his wife slept with
Somebody
Dave
else.
Freeze, right?
Did Kendrick mention any of his like family in the track before?
In Euphoria, he talked about him just being a bad dad.
Yeah.
You know?
That's it.
Yeah.
But he didn't talk about his son.
No.
Whatsoever.
We're not there yet.
فجأة كده خش على طول.
Exactly.
أنت اللي
No,
خليتني.
because that's Drake's angle.
You made me do this.
Drake doesn't have anything on Kendrick. So he needs to go low and he needs to go around the family.
He needs to go
right?
personal.
Right?
Yeah.
And this whole track, because I don't want to stop it to break it down because I honestly do not care. Because the reason I don't care is that you did the same shit you did before Drake. You went at A$AP Rocky in this. You went on The Weeknd. You went at Rick Ross. You went at Metro. You went at Future. Bro, a guy gave you 6 minutes dedicated to you. And you wanted to do what? You want to bring back the 20v1. Why? Because when it's 1v1, you ain't getting shoot. You lost. You already lost.
And he did that again on this track by going back at A$AP, by going back at, a bunch of people,
Yes.
not just A$AP.
So you're saying that his wife is always asking for help. What he's alleging to is that Kendrick whooped his wife's ass.
He beat his wife.
Yeah.
That they needed a crisis management team for what he did to his wife. He's saying that Kendrick is a wife beater, right? But if we're using history to learn from, the one thing that we always knew about TDE is that nothing ever got leaked out of TDE.
They're tight family.
Exactly.
They're very close.
Nothing ever leaked. No one ever said this before. This was never a rumor. This was nothing. It didn't exist. And then it goes back to the manipulator and habitual liar, right? You're saying now that his son is from the GM of Top Dog.
TD.
By the way, he said a beautiful line right here. He's like, let me play it for you. I actually like this.
Don't make it day freeze. Cause if your GM is your BM secret BD.
This one?
Because if your GM, your general manager, is your BM, your baby mama's secret baby daddy. That was a beautiful line.
That was
a good line. That was a good line.
Because I felt that was the biggest shot he took in the whole track. You know, that and the wife beating the wife beating line. Yeah, and it was a long track, and I honestly did not appreciate the second switch.
Hey, Malik, we're gonna skip that and jump to the last one.
You know, and that's my point. Like before this came out, another Kendrick track came out, which was 616.
Yes.
You know, and 616 was kind of like
let's play it.
Already responding to the things that would come out later today. So yesterday, 4 p.m. I'm sitting down. Fi amanillah, Adil sends me this while I'm having lunch. You know what you're hearing right now? That's the sound of a V12 machine. That's the sound of a V12 machine, bro. Yo, Drake, you know this, right? You recognize this. And then your ears are blessed.
This is where you talked about Al Green.
Yeah, that's like my question.
Yes, this was the Al Green sample.
Did Metro Boomin make this?
No. So I think it was
Ant jumped on this.
I think it was So they sampled this track specifically because Drake's uncle played guitar on this track.
Yeah.
And not
that's
just
why
that.
I wanted to know if it was Metro because he dissed Metro already for that track.
No, he's always
is
been after
that his
Metro.
way just to fucking
No.
And
Everyone has been quiet except Kendrick.
what's even funnier about this track was that the second Drake track was called Taylor Made Freestyle, where he was dissing Kendrick for listening to Taylor Swift and always
And
being
he's saying Taylor is important. So you had to push back and wait for Taylor to drop.
And then Kendrick went and got Taylor Swift's producer to make this track. His literal, her literal producer.
The layering in this is just ridiculous, man. This
So
kid
you
is
know
a
what?
monster.
So this is actually tailor made.
The only people that I know that love this track is me,
the marina. Fuck a phantom, I like the
Shamsi, and
yes
Sense.
when I get the fever. Wine cooler, spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer. Trifecta, money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure.
Trifecta, money, morals, and the culture.
That's
my leisure, bro. This guy.
He's basically making the separation. I'm about morals and codes. I'm about culture. I'm about values. You are only about yourself and a bunch of hoes and some money and a bunch of wannabe gangsters around you. That's basically what he's saying.
Wine cooler, spill on my white t-shirt, the sights.
Also, for you, I wants to give a full breakdown. We've been here for 2 hours. I can't give you a full breakdown.
But we'll go through the ones we like.
Him saying wine cooler, spill on my white t-shirt is talking about, like, when you see a white with the target on it. That's what he's talking about. Sightseer. Google sightseer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But morals, money, morals, and culture.
Trifecta, money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure, my visa. Passport tatted, that's your hub in Ibiza. Luke Callie's dwellings in Brooklyn just to book me some pizza. Who can reach us? Only God can teleport this type of freedom. God, my confession is.
So in this track, a lot of it, I didn't get what's going on. And then, God bless Tremaine, right? He was like, let me explain this to you. This is religion. He was like, this is not about Kendrick this is like him praying that I need to do something that I do not want to do. But you're going to make me do it. And the line where he said there's 3 angels, I actually asked that line. He was like, in this track, he mentions 3. Gabriel, Michael. What's the last one? Come on.
Michael.
Come on. Why do I keep closing this? My bad.
No idea.
Raphael.
Okay. So arts, genius, and Guardian.
This is crazy.
Damn, that's heavy. Not just that it goes back to his religious trend, right? He's always had this.
He always had this.
3 angels watching me all the time. Put my children to sleep with a prayer, then close my eyes. Definition of peace. Tell me who gon' stop me. I come from love, and still cover my heart, then open me up. Remember when picked up a pin.
When he says,
I came from love.
I came from love and still cover my heart, right? Estelle is his grandmother, right?
Okay.
So he's going back and forth and mentioning that he's contradicted of how much he wants to kill this man.
But I'm trying to hold my peace back because
and I think this was a bait. I think this is him knowing that Drake was dropping that day, and he just gave it out early.
It's as a warning.
Yeah, he knew what was coming.
This was a warning shot.
Yes, and he knew. And I think Drake felt comfortable when this came out because he was like, okay, now I'm about to drop my nuke. He just dropped 2, right? I'm about to drop my nuke.
And he didn't even say much in this
right?
one.
And by the way, we'll get to that.
Lyrics that I can trust, timid soul, staring in the mirror, asking where I was from often. I know this type of power is gon' cost, but I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star. The mannerisms of Raphael, I can heal and give you art, but the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Yeah, somebody's lying, I can see the vibes on act. Even he looking compromised, let's peel the layers back. Ain't no brownie points will be in your chest, harassing ant. Fucking with good people, make good people go to bed. Conspiracies about cash, dog, that's not even the leak. Find the Jews like cash, dog. I just need you to think. Are you finally ready to play? Have you ever? Let's see. Have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Fake bully, I hate bullies. You must be a
back to Have You Ever?
Bro, and it's just the beat flows so nicely, and his flow is so good on this, and he's talking to you so clearly.
Yeah, this is what he was doing the whole time. Oh, I will give you 100 metaphors that would sound so simple that's gonna annoy you, but later on you're gonna figure out that the thing that annoyed you, there's 10 things in it that already annoy you.
They don't even know.
Right? 616 is an amazing track in every single way.
616. Why is it called 616?
Why?
616 is Canadian Father's Day. It is the first time Kendrick had a concert in Toronto. It is something that had to do with Jordan.
Pac's birthday.
Tupac's birthday. Yeah, Tupac's birthday. There's a couple of more. There's 2 more.
There's like a 6 or 7
Yeah,
things that
there's
people
like
have been
what
tying
is
together.
616? It's like and this was
the first episode that aired of Euphoria.
The first episode that aired of Euphoria, and that's just like one line. One
It's a title.
one title.
It's a title.
Yeah.
And there's also a biblical verse that Tremaine talked about for like 10 minutes. I didn't care. But anyway.
The date O.J. Simpson murder trial was submitted in LA.
That one also.
Yeah, like you talking about being black or white?
And what was the cover of 616?
The album?
glove.
The black glove. One glove. One glove. Exactly.
If it doesn't fit, you must agree.
Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it. Can't Tootsie slide about it, this one is just gonna resurface. Every dog gotta have his day, now living your purpose. It was fun until you start to put money in the streets. Then lost money cause they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life, I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed. The Elohim, KTW, know you can't sleep, these images trouble you. Know the wires in your circle should puzzle you. If you were street smart, then you would have caught that your entourage is only to hustle you. 100 niggas that you got on salary, and 20 of them want you as a casualty, and one of them is actually next to you.
I mean, your whole team is compromised.
And one of them's next to you.
And one of them is next to
21?
You're paying 100, no way in hell. You're paying 100 people, which is about a shitload of ghostwriters are around you. And then there's 10 of them or 20 of them, which is very close to you. Your bodyguards, Shubs, Medellin, 40. And there's one person that's next to you that's wishing for your downfall. Right?
And they fucking hate you.
And
Who could it be?
And on the track, what's the name? The trash one we were just playing a second ago. What was it called? Family Matters, right? He shows this like, he really thought he had a winner with that video, by the way. He's talking behind his shed, like, yo, this is the rat. That
I know, and he goes to New Ho King. He's like, yo, see this restaurant you talked about? I'm here. I'm chilling in this
at the restaurant.
That's why I'm saying this guy's a winner, because he made money twice, right? He made money off the people that went because of the Kendrick track, and he made money off of Drake saying, yo, I'm going to shoot this shit here. So, homie, that's the winner, Mr. Ho King. You're the winner.
If you have one lesson here is, if you want to beef with a rapper that uses the word Elohim, leave him alone.
Yes, that was. No, I agree 100%.
Can't Tootsie slide out of this one.
This one, it was very clear. Your whole team is compromised. I know everything that's happening inside your team, and right now, by the way that he moved, it's obvious that he knows everything. He dropped when you thought you were safe, and then you came out with Family Matters, right? I keep forgetting his name because I don't care for this track. Even though I should
Catchy but forgettable.
out of respect this.
Nigga talking something about a nose job.
This is the one that say you don't like.
This beat switch, the beat here, at some point it just gets annoying.
This is Drake trying to act like he's a real battle rapper.
He's trying to go too hard. And you know, that's the funny thing. The contrast between when you listen to the Kendrick tracks and you listen to this one.
I'm just gonna skip to the end because it's actually a good one.
The end switch is better. Sounds better then. It's like he really is trying too hard.
Who's OVO?
His label.
Drake's label.
You gotta pay for saying my name. Guess now niggas understand the price now.
Yeah, this is a clean switch.
I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he acts tough.
Kendrick just open his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now. Where's your uncle at? Cause I wanna talk to the man in the house. West Coast niggas do phase, right? Come get this ass whooping, I'm handing them out. You wanna take up for real? Then come get his legacy out of my house. A cease and desist is for hoes. Can't listen to lies that come out of your mouth. You caught a 2-pack of steak and begged them to sue me and get that shit down. I'm losing perspective on beef. Boy, when the send beat and I kill you for fun. Your daddy got robbed by Top. You stunning and Wayne like father, like son. Anthony set up the plays. Kojo be charging you double for none. They shook about what.
Okay, stop mentioning. I don't care about The Weeknd. Okay, I don't care about his manager. I don't care about any of that.
Again, he's got nothing, bro. He's got nothing. So he's got to try for something. This is him basically stretching at straws.
Yeah, it's the 1v20 again.
And nonetheless, like again, it goes back to he knows how to construct a song. But we're comparing to, and you compare how easy listening it is for you to listen to the Kendrick tracks and this one.
Yeah,
this one you're really straining to catch up. He had to give you subtitles on his video for you to catch up with what he's trying to say here.
You don't write a diss track for people to smoke shisha and dance to in the club, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he tried.
That's what he did.
That's what he tried, right? And then Kendrick is like, yeah, no. This came out
less than an hour.
6:15 a.m. I get a message from Adil sending me this.
So
and I still didn't process, right? I'm like, what is this thing? Okay. And less than an hour later, 7:09.
I'll tell you right now. He dropped at 6:15. 37 minutes later.
Just 37.
37 minutes later.
Yeah.
Kendrick was like, hi.
Hey.
Which
literally 7:09.
Which might be a reference to The Watchmen, apparently, where
say your point. You can talk.
Yeah, where the villain apparently finishes his plan, and he said, "I did it 37 minutes ago."
This track needs no explanation. Needs no breakdown.
Nothing.
We're just gonna listen to this.
This is just pure disrespect. And this is the nail in the coffin.
The one thing that I actually appreciated about this track after hearing it was how much it gave me shades of Stan. Like, dear, I'm writing you a letter. And this is something you really need to hear. And you're going to hear this.
It's psychopathic as hell, bro.
Bro,
he's a killer.
It's it's dark. And
rightful,
honestly,
disrespect يعني بصراحة well deserved.
At some point, listening to this just became uncomfortable. Like, genuinely uncomfortable.
This wasn't disrespect. This was family therapy.
No. If we're talking
forced,
no. The way I looked at this, we're not talking about beef no more because this was slaughter.
Yeah,
this was slaughter.
This is. I'm telling you. And here's the thing. After this came out, some of K Dot's close circles were like, "By the way, he's not done.
There's another one coming.
He's not done." Like I told you, like with what Melissa was telling me, she was like, he's willing to go to war forever.
And someone said he had a 19-minute track.
It was
19-minute.
That was the one when it came out. That was the Euphoria. They had a 19-minute version of Euphoria.
So this is just like
he really hates this guy.
Yeah, like slices, and this is now you getting slices.
This is my new favorite show. Yeah.
And keep in mind, what I love so much about this is if you look at the Drake fans, like like the fake Drakes we have in Saudi also, they're all the same like personalities. All of them are fake friends. All of them have a lot of fake relationships. All of them are willing to lie and to bullshit to just be relevant. There's a comparison to people who really love Drake and their behavior. Like, like
priorities.
The losers that we have around here.
No,
I hate y'all. I hate y'all. I hate y'all.
No, that's
like pure hate.
The Drake shtick is what? Trying to be famous.
Sorry.
The Drake shtick is what? It's trying to be famous. It's riding waves. It's trying to get with what the kids are into.
Your mother never hugged you as a child.
Bro, honestly, my favorite
this is simply it. You've never gotten any love.
my favorite line from Euphoria was "You like being famous." That just felt so hurtful.
It's
You
true.
like being
You
famous.
like to be important.
You like being famous. We don't give a shit about that.
That's why Kendrick, you never see him. He disappears, comes back with an album, disappears again, lives his
Bro,
life.
he goes to Africa and shit, and like Dave Chappelle style.
Meet the Grams, Kendrick Lamar. This track, if Drake, I put this on our Instagram. I said either Drake gives up, or please keep going so we can enjoy more of Kendrick Lamar.
More Kendrick music.
If anyone thinks that Drake is up in any way, shape, or form, go get yourself checked. You got dementia. You got issues. Because me and Sense, we had this conversation. Before I play this track, we'll play this track and go away, all right? But me and Sense had this conversation. We were talking about the scoreboard. Because everyone has their own metrics of what is going to be the score and how we're going to score it up, right? Is it flows? Is it bars? Is it beats? Is it beats and bars? Is it flows and bars? Or is it all three?
I genuinely don't.
I said 4. This is 3.
I genuinely don't think that you can. It's not the kind of thing that you can separate into parts and elements. You have to take it as it is, as a package, and you judge each based on like the first, for example, Kendrick track we liked. Why? Because we got beat switches, we got a lot of different flows, we got funny stuff, and we got real stuff. This one, we didn't get any of that. We got a slow, monotonous beat.
I'm not fucking around.
Yeah. We got a slow, monotonous beat. We didn't get anything funny. It wasn't ha-ha.
Yeah.
It was pure shock.
Yeah, you want to go this far.
Yeah.
Dropping 37 minutes after someone drops is ridiculous. By the way, the rumor is the picture of the cover art that he put, which was with the pill bottles and the receipts for the Pharrell ring and all that stuff.
Ozempic prescription.
Yeah, the rumor was that that was stolen from his dad.
This was a picture of a bag that his dad never got.
Yes.
So his dad's bag has his medication.
Drake fans are saying that this is a bait that Drake gave him, and Drake knows who the mole is, and this is why all this got to Kendrick and his people. First off, if y'all believe that Kendrick is walking around the block getting a suitcase from a random guy, y'all are idiots. All right.
And 2,
there's a system of all this. Anyway, I don't want to get.
And not just that. Like one more thing, the track Drake Drop Family Matters mentions this medication that he was using, Ozempic. Kendrick responds to that here, so that tells me that this wasn't ready. This was recorded.
He was ready for it
after he heard Drake drop. This was recorded after he heard Family Matters.
No.
This is what that told me.
No. It told me that there's someone leaking music inside his camp. That's why I told you Push Up was leaked, right? And whoever leaked it, already Kendrick has an idea of what the track is going to be. So the second, I'll tell you why it's 37 minutes since he dropped, right? The reason it took 37 minutes is because he was uploading.
Oh, wow. That's how it works.
You know YouTube. You got to upload, you got to wait for it to give you, the 4K,
latency,
right?
Bro.
This rendering and shit. So this is why it took so long.
Bro, just play that shit.
You knew this was coming.
Yeah.
You knew this was coming.
Guys,
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father, let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man, your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would have wore a condom. I'm sorry that you gotta grow up and then stand behind him. Life is...
You can't just start by saying Dear Adonis, bro. You just started by saying Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that that man is your father. Yo.
I'm going to ask y'all a question. Are we going to dissect this or we're just going to let it go?
No, we're just going to let it go, bro.
All right.
Because it speaks for itself.
Then I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to play this. We're going to start wrapping up and closing up this place so I can go home.
Yeah.
And everyone just enjoy this.
Right.
There's no one that needs to explain to you what the hell's going on
Like you can
here.
hear this.
Well, one thing we're going to talk about before y'all hear it. Okay, all of you already heard it before. There's an allegation where Kendrick said he has a daughter.
Yeah.
That's older than Adonis.
That's older than Adonis. That's over 11 years old, right? Now, one man is saying you're a wife beater. Someone's you're hiding a second child, okay? Both of them can be legit. Both of them can be false. We will know with time, right? So we're going to have to wait and see. If Kendrick is really a wife beater, he's going to get his. If hiding...
A second child?
Yes, a second child.
Hiding a second child.
If he's hiding a second child, right? That's going to be another major issue. And if he is hiding, which I can agree with because of past experience with my boys. One of my friends had a child with someone that he did not like. And he's like, you know what? I don't want to be in the child's life. I don't want to be in your life. Tell me how much will it cost for me to not exist in your life? And she gave him a number that he paid off and she went away. No attachment to him. The kid, when he gets a certain age, he'll know, right? So if it's true, because everyone's saying, yo, it's a bait. It's the OVO camp baited Kendrick to think that he has a daughter. All this we're going to figure out. So stop fighting saying if it's true or not. Just enjoy it.
I don't think he would say it if he didn't know it would be.
Just enjoy the suffering of other humans.
Exactly. Enjoy. While y'all enjoy this,
enjoy the hatred.
Thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate y'all. This was a long episode, but we were so deeply in love with this.
If this tells you anything, it tells you how much we are a fan of this culture, how much we're fans of hip hop, and how much the hate is genuinely
we are fans
real.
Of hate. We're real
fans of genuine hate, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and we'll see you next week.
Hip hop is a sport.
And there's only one man winning it.
Amen.
Enjoy the knockout.
Enjoy the knockout. We're going to restart this track. Enjoy.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man. Your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would have wore a condom. I'm sorry that you gotta grow up and then stand behind them. Life is hard, I know. The challenges always go beat us home. Sometimes our parents make mistakes that affect us until we grown. And you're a good kid that need good leadership. Let me be your mentor, since your daddy don't teach you shit. Never let a man piss on your leg, son. Either you die right there or pop that man in the head, son. Never fall in the escort business, that's bad religion. Please remember, you could be a bitch even if you got bitches. Never code switch, whether right or wrong. You're a black man, even if it don't benefit your goals. Do some push-ups, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. Fuck what Ozempic did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym membership. Understand, no throwing rocks and hiding hands, that's law. Don't be ashamed about who you with, that's how he treat your moms. Don't have a kid to hide again, be sure. 5% will comprehend, but 95 is lost. Be proud of who you are. Your strength come from within. Lot of superstars, that's real, but your daddy ain't one of them. And you nothing like him. You'll carry yourself as king. Can't understand me right now. Just play this when you 18. Dear Sandra, your son got some habits, I hope you don't undermine them. Especially with all the girls that's hurt inside this climate. You're a woman, so you know how it feels to be in alignment with emotions, hoping a man can see you and not be blinded. Dear Dennis, you gave birth to a master manipulator. Even using you to prove who he is a huge favor. I think you should ask for more paper, and more paper, and more paper. I'm blaming you for all his gambling addictions, psychopath intuition, the man that liked to play victim. You raised a horrible fucking person. The nerve of you, Dennis. Sandra, sit down. What I'm about to say is heavy. Now listen. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think niggas like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get fucked up in a cell for the rest of their life. He hates black women, hypersexualize them with kinks of an info fetish. Grew facial hair because he understood being a beard just fit him better. He got sex offenders on OVO that he keep on a monthly allowance. A child should never be compromised and he keeping his child around him. And we gotta raise our daughters knowing there's predators like him lurking. Fuck a rap battle, he should die so all of these women can live with a purpose. I've been in this industry 12 years, I'ma tell y'all one little secret. It's some weird shit going on and some of these artists be here to police it. They be streamlining victims all inside of their home and calling them tender. Then leak videos of themselves to further push their agendas. To any woman that be playing this music, know that you're playing your sister, or better yet selling your niece. To the weirdos, not the good ones. Cat Williams, I gave you the truth, so I'ma get mines. The embassy about to get raided too, it's only a matter of time. Hey Lil Bron, keep the family away. Hey Curry, keep the family away. To anybody that embody the love for their kids, keep the family away. They looking at you too if you standing by him. Keep the family away. I'm looking to shoot through any pervert that lives. Keep the family safe. Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father not active inside your world. He don't commit to much, but it's music, yeah, that's for sure. He a narcissist, misogynist, living inside his songs. Try to destroy families rather than taking care of his own. Should be teaching you timetables or watching Frozen with you. Or at your 11th birthday, singing poems with you. Instead, he being Turks, paying for sex and popping perks. Examples that you don't deserve. I wanna tell you that you're loved, you're brave, you're kind. You got a gift to change the world and can change your father's mind. Cause our children is the future, but he lives inside confusion. Money's always been illusion, but that's the life he's used to. His father probably didn't claim him neither. History do repeats itself, sometimes it don't need a reason. But I would like to say it's not your fault that he's hiding another child. Give him grace, this the reason I made Mr. Morale. So our babies like you can cope later. Give you some confidence to go through something, it's hope later. I never wanna hear you chasing men cause it's felt behavior. Sitting in the club with sugar daddies for validation. You need to know that love is eternity and trumps all pain. I tell you who your father is, just play this song when it rains. Yes, he's a hit maker, songwriter, superstar, right? And a fucking dead beat that should never say more life. Meet the Grams. Dear Hybrid, I know you probably thinking I wanted to crash your party, but truthfully I don't have a hating bone in my body. It's supposed to be a good exhibition within the game, but you fucked up the moment you called out my family's name. Why you had to stoop so low to discredit some decent people? Guess integrity is lost when the metaphors doesn't reach you. And I like to understand cause your house was never a home. 37 but you showing up as a 7-year-old. You got gambling problems, drinking problems, pill popping and spending problems. Bad with money, whorehouse, soliciting women problems. Therapy's a lovely start, but I suggest some ayahuasca. Strip the ego from the bottom. I try to empathize with you, cause I know that you ain't been through nothing. Crave entitlement, but wanna be like so bad that it's puzzling. No dominance. Let's recap moments when you didn't fit in. No secret handshakes with your friend. No culture cachet to binge. Just disrespecting your mother. Identities on the fence. Don't know which family will love you. The skin that you living in is compromised in personas. Can't channel your masculine even when standing next to a woman. You a body shamer. You go hide them baby mamas, ain't you? You embarrassed of them. That's not right. That ain't how mama raised us. Take that mask off. I wanna see what's under them achievements. Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in. Cause you lied about religious views. You lied about your surgery. You lied about your accent and your past tense. All is perjury. You lied about your ghostwriters. You lied about your crew members. They all pussy. You lied on them. I know they all got you in them. You lied about your son. You lied about your daughter, huh? You lied about them other kids that's out there hoping that you come. You lied about the only artist that can offer you some help. Fuck a rap battle. This a long life battle with yourself.
Peace! Yo, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed this track. We appreciate you. I think he answers the camera. Yeah. We're a little bit like, tired. It's like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Have a good day, y'all.
Anyway, he killed his dumbass! Yo, he killed this dumbass. He killed him.
Fuck yo, go.
He killed him. Sheesh. We out.
Peace. That was nice. Fuck yeah, bro. This is why this is fun, bro. This is why we do this shit. Honestly.